New York, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All of a sudden, Bart's locking in on betting on the NBA Cup. Let's get in on the Knicks. We'll do it as a team.
Exactly. Let's do it. Let's do it.
It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app, on the ESPN New York YouTube page as well. I am Chris Carlin. He is Bart Scott. First up, do we have any follow-up off of yesterday's situation where we had the Bart cam of Bart being in virtual court but then never actually getting into virtual court?
Yeah. No conclusion. Waiting for a new court date. Shows you just how petty the judicial system is. The fact that I touched my temple like Martin Luther King and thought she kicked me out. She didn't even ask me what the hell I was doing. She don't know who I was talking to. I could have been talking to anybody at my job.
Disappointing.
Meanwhile, if you would have looked, it was a 300-pound man with a bald head that was laying in the bed. I'm like, what the hell?
I wasn't laying in the bed.
I'm saying his boxers. I'm like, what? How's that not inappropriate? For me touching
That
my
guy's
temple?
fine.
Yeah, he's
Me
good.
doing this, tapping my temple. I mean, that can't work. Anyway, well, you'll keep us apprised of the situation, and maybe even when you have the next court date, we'll send a camera crew with you.
I want to. I want EMZ. EBZ.
World Star.
No, the emergency Bart broadcast.
Well, we will certainly keep you updated on any doings there.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the Knicks. Finally, something we can bet on.
All right, we're not. I can't start there yet. I cannot get into the NBA Cup. Once again, don't grab the wheel. Don't grab the wheel. We're going to start here, and that is simply with the Mets and Alonso. As that news came down as we were ending the show yesterday, that Pete Alonso is gone. He is joining the Baltimore Orioles, 5 years, $155 million. And frankly, if you are surprised that this actually happened, you just haven't been paying attention for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
There's no reason to think that they were ever going to bring him back based on somebody else potentially giving him that kind of money. He came back last year because the owner decreed that he wanted him back. He went out. Credit to Pete.
And he opted out.
Pete
Bet on himself.
He had a bet on himself. He had a massive season, and he ends up with $155 million as a result. This was exactly the outcome that Pete was hoping for when it was clear that the Mets were not going to go to that point.
Yeah.
And I think everybody will miss him as a personality here for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But, the reality is everybody wants probably going to be an uproar because it seems like they're losing, subtracting. But maybe, just maybe, this regime might have a plan to multiply. Now, it's a lot of pressure on them now to see what they do. But, man, does this not remind you of when the Yankees lost Soto? Everybody was like, I wouldn't have paid Soto that. Good riddance. Look what we got because we didn't sign, look at all we got. Look at Bellinger. Look at all the signings we made. We're better off. We got great players and You got to give the Mets the same grace. You got to give the Mets the same grace. Allow them to see what they're going to do after the Pete Alonso signing.
Well, here's the problem, though, okay? Why they don't get the same grace is because the Met fan at the moment does not trust David Stearns. They do not trust him at all. They still are getting to know him, and what they see right now is somebody that does not want to spend money on players that he feels like are overvalued.
Yeah.
And
a 30-year-old DH.
But they look at him and they look at how Alonso performed last year and they're saying, yeah, he was wrong about Alonso.
Yeah, but
he was wrong about Alonso.
Yeah.
Now look,
was he? It started off
Alonso
great.
had a massive season, 30 and 130. Come on.
I know he had
38 and 130.
He had all highs, right? All career highs. You think he's gonna do it twice? So like who was the guy that we brought on a guy? I forgot who it was. And he was talking about Judge was just getting started because Judge had the best season that he had, and since then he's hit 60 or 50. We had him on, and he was like, I think he's just getting started. Does anybody think that Pete Alonso has figured it out and he's just getting started? Or do we think that was maybe an outlier and now the defense is going to get worse as he gets older and he's going to be relegated to just simply a DH? Now, if we would have said, hey, the Mets, we didn't sign Pete Alonso because we weren't willing to go to $31 million for 5 years. We'll give him a 3-year deal, not a 5-year deal. Why would you be comfortable with them giving Edwin Diaz a 3-year deal, but Pete had to get a 5-year deal? So for me, I think it's the years, and that was the issue last year, and now it's a year later, it's a contract that may not age well. So if that was your budget for Pete Alonso before, it's nothing that happened with Diaz or whoever else we did or didn't sign that would stop me from saying, hey, I'm not paying Pete Alonso 5 years, $31 million because he's going to be a DH in a year or two, and we don't know, yeah, he can hit the home runs, but in previous years, his on-base percentage wasn't great. He didn't knock in a lot of runs. He didn't have a lot of RBIs. I would say that.
What I could say, though, right now is when you couple those two things back to back, it's going to feel pretty bad.
Yeah, it hurts.
It hurts right now in a big way. So a Met fan is just dejected today.
It's okay.
And I know it's today. It's December 11th. There is a long way to go. But so far, they have just gotten basically kicked in the groin a couple of times in back-to-back days, and they're looking around wondering, wait a minute, are we going to be left without a chair when the music stops?
Yeah, remember how we felt when Sauce and Quentin left?
I don't think that was the same thing because at least you knew
you're
not getting anything for these guys now.
You got salary cap space.
No. I'm saying with Pete.
That's what I'm saying. You got space.
Okay.
You got money to spend.
Right, but where are you spending it? And is it going to make you better? That's all they care about. Are you going to be better than you were? Right now, they're ticked off because they're worse right now.
If they sign Skubal right now,
they got to trade for him and sign him.
Right, but if they do that, or if they sign, what's his name?
Kyle Tucker?
No, the pitcher that they're talking to from
Perez. No, not Perez. Framber Valdez.
Yeah, but if they sign Valdez and bring in Tucker, you'll be like, hey, watch how giddy they get.
Yeah, I understand.
So you got to say it's a process. When your girlfriend break up, you can't make her jealous because you got a fine chick. You got to go find a fine chick.
Well, here is a couple of people weighing in on what could be next, because that's the question that I'm going to have at 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN for the fan right now, and also on the ESPN YouTube chat over on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. What is going to make you happy? What is next? What is going to make you forget quickly about what has transpired here at the winter meetings? First up, here's Jeff Passan on SportsCenter on what's next.
Where they go here, whether it is to a Cody Bellinger, whether they start talking about Alex Bregman, whether they look at starting pitching, whether they go out and get more relief pitching. The one thing that Mets fans who are angry about losing all of these players that they love so much can take solace in, Steve Cohen is still the richest owner in Major League Baseball, and he is not going to go into 2026 with a team that does not represent the Mets to try and go make the postseason.
Okay, let's go with this first of all, though.
Yep.
Steve Cohen is the richest owner. We've covered that. Why off of the last couple of days does it appear like Steve Cohen is letting David Stearns do his job, and we feel like all of a sudden he's going to step in and just open up the checkbook for anything and basically say, Stearns be damned, here's what we're doing, screw this?
I don't think, it's not the fact about the money, I think, for Stearns. It's the fact of how the contract ages, right? And I think that Diaz, feelings was hurt because of the Devin Williams, the fact that his brother is there, and the fact that he got a chance to go play for similar money for the freaking Dodgers, who's won 2 titles in back-to-back. Why wouldn't you want to go be a part of that? I don't think it was a number outside something that was ridiculous that the Mets could have offered that would have got him off that number. $2 to $3 million. That's like saying, oh, Bart, do you want to pay $2 or $3 million? would you take $2 or $3 million less to go play for the Kansas City Chiefs, and they just coming off the back-to-back titles? Duh. And the city's just as good, and the weather's fine. And he can go be a celebrity, and he can go hang out in Hollywood. Get him in a Tubi movie. Like, come on, man. He can go host Spanish Jeopardy. Who cares? You see what I'm saying? So, like, I don't think it was nothing that they could have done. But now what do you do with the space? How do you allocate the funds? Instead of going, okay, well, maybe we have to slide Devin to closer. Okay, he's done that, right? And then we go out, let's get a starting pitcher. And then let's deal Singer. You know what I'm saying? Let's deal Jeff McNeil, or let's keep Jeff McNeil. It is so many. Listen, the game has just started. Let the man make a couple moves on the chessboard before we start contemplating and start criticizing him. Let's see what plan he has.
Okay. The plan so far is not working out.
He wants good contracts. Now, You tell me, is Pete Alonso for $155 a good contract? Not today. The final 3 years of that
Here's
deal.
the problem. I think with every contract that is signed now that is long-term, that is longer than 3 years,
yes,
you are asking the same question about anybody.
Correct.
Is the Francisco Lindor contract going to look good at the end? A 13-year contract? Of
Correct.
course not. But is Soto going to look good at the end? Of course not.
But you're trying to win right now.
Yeah.
Right? And Pete could help you win, but maybe tell me this. Who helps you? Who makes them a better team? Tucker or Pete Alonso? Who's the better player?
I mean, Tucker's a better player.
So who's a better player? Alex Bregman or Pete Alonso?
Bregman is the better player.
So they still have opportunities to improve.
I got to look at what Bregman did last year.
I mean, it was a slow year for Bregman. He came on late, but you know what I'm saying? He's a gamer, right? He's a guy that you can trust in the spot, and I know Pete Alonso came through with Devin Williams. See you later. I get it. There goes see you. But I'd rather have Alex Bregman. Would you rather have
Bregman? Yeah, his OPS is over 8. Yeah.
Right. Would you rather have Cody Bellinger?
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. All is not lost.
Okay.
Polanco.
Here's the point. You have to go and get those guys. You have to make that happen.
Right.
And what is going to happen when we're talking about that? You're going to end up with those end of the contract last couple of years where it's going to be a problem.
Right.
So you're not thinking about those things now.
You're going to end up with those same problems, right? But it's the ceiling higher in the beginning of that contract.
If you get them?
Yes.
If you get them, yes. And now this is why I want to play a couple more of these things. Gary Cohen on SNY last night on what they need to do.
The Mets have got to be in the market for Kyle Tucker, and I would not understand why they wouldn't be. He's ironically from the same high school as Pete Alonso, and he's 2 years younger and a tremendous all-around hitter. He's not a 40 home run hitter, but he's a 25 to 30 home run hitter and a much better average hitter. Yes, he's left-handed, and the Mets need some right-handed bats, and they're going to have to figure that part out. I've heard the idea of signing Paul Goldschmidt and platooning him with Jeff McNeil at first base. That could be part of the solution. I don't know, but I think that Tucker has to be right at the top of their list, and it'll be hard to understand with all the dollars the Mets now have available if that wasn't the case.
We cannot talk about Paul Goldschmidt and Jeff McNeil platooning.
They're platooning.
No.
Jeff McNeil, the reason you keep Jeff McNeil is because his versatility and vitality.
Welcome to Loserville. Population U. If you're going to go do that, and it's nothing against Jeff McNeil, that's not Jeff McNeil's a nice player to have on your team. He is not a platoon at first base solid plan for the season. Absolutely not.
Joe Leo,
no chance.
You know who's available? Tom Smith.
Why do we have to do this every time? Why do we have to do this?
You know who's available for first base? If you want a Gold Glover at first base, my dog is available. What's up, bro?
Why do we have to do this every time?
What's up, bro?
He's looking. He can't find it.
Damn, Joe Leo.
Bart, he cannot read your mind.
Charles in charge. What the hell are you doing?
Although, you know what? Whenever we have a Mets conversation, we should know.
Correct.
That eventually Dom Smith is going to come out.
Dom Smith here.
What's up, baby? Come on home, baby. Come back.
All right, couple more. Andy Martino on what the Mets might be looking at.
When the season ended, it seemed like Bellinger and the Yankees was just a sure thing. It was just too good of a fit for that not to result in a reunion. But the Yankees are really conservative this offseason in their approach to spending. And it seems to me like Bellinger could really get away from them. There's plenty of suitors, including the Phillies. But now you have room for a guy who can play first base in addition to elite corner outfielder. Two things the Mets need. And he can do, obviously, both over the course of the season.
Well,
I love versatility.
Yes, this is the thing you have to talk about, though, with Bellinger, okay? You're going to understand that you will get the defense no matter what, and that's obviously a positive.
The offense was down this year. We get it.
No, it's not that it was down. It's just that the offense was not what you expect it to be for a guy that was an MVP. It's been inconsistent the last few years. He was over 800 with his OPS. He drove in 98 runs. He hit 29 home runs. He's still going to do some good things. But then the year before, it's up and down with him offensively, and you have to be mentally prepared for that. And, boy, when there have been some downs, those downs have been freaking brutal.
Did he opt out yet?
Bellinger's free agent, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was making $25 million, so you give him
it's going to be more than that.
you give him the Pete money. You give him 30.
You're going to give him 5 for 155?
I'm giving him 5 for 150. Say we save some cheese on the taco.
Here's what you keep hearing, though, about the GM. We don't want to give these years to guys. We don't want to be financially irresponsible. Here's a little news flash for you, Cowboy.
Yeah.
You can be a little financially irresponsible with the Mets.
Yeah.
Look at who the owner is.
He's the richest.
You can do this. He's not.
As long as Cohen ain't saying, hey, make sure you don't waste my money.
Yeah.
Which everything that happened with Soto, you don't go out. You don't go out and go buy you a Ferrari or a Rolls Royce and say, I want to skimp on the rims. When you're in, you're in.
Yeah. Well, at this point, if you're going to add somebody, you need to add people who are major difference makers. I know what Gary's saying about Kyle Tucker. Myself, because of the versatility and the level at which he could play, if you're so worried about what the contract's going to look like, the Kyle Tucker last few years, we're talking about 8 and 9 years on Kyle Tucker. We're talking about 4 and 5 on Bellinger. Okay? That's why that makes it more appetizing, the fact that I can play him in a couple of different places. All right, they might be too left-handed, but I'm going to find a way to work around that. But then let's talk about what the real issue is, Bart, and that's pitching. Like Bellinger would help defensively in the run prevention that David Stearns was talking about at the end of the year. What I also know is that Bellinger will help them offensively, but the pitchers are going to have a lot more to do with the run prevention. And that's Skubal and that's Valdez.
We're expecting Manaea to come back healthy, contributing. We may or may not move Senga, but when healthy, big if, he's formidable. We got the youngster. We got Tong. You know what I'm saying?
Be careful. Be careful on the youngsters, okay?
I'm just saying we have access to them, and you damn straight we're going to replace and go get either Skubal or Valdez or Alcantara. But you heard yesterday when we were talking to what were we talking to Gales? Was that yesterday?
Yeah.
Yesterday was such a blur, right? We're expecting it to be a robust trade market. So let's see if they can pull off some trades too. Because I think people want to take contracts that are already bought in because the impending, ensuing lockout probably.
Yeah.
Work stoppage. So I think people are rather be a lot more aggressive. I think people want to be a lot more aggressive in trading because trading is on yesterday's scale as far as money, opposed to new deal, new ceiling. So let's see if we can get Alcantara. Let's see if Stern got some moves up his sleeves. See if he got a little Muji in him.
This is what I want to know from you at 800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. Load them up. We'll get going with you in just moments. But what exactly is going to make this right in your mind?
Are Mets fans panicking? Are they panicking?
Yes, they are.
That's what the streets are saying?
Yes, they are.
Leo, that's what the streets talking about? They panicking?
Absolutely, they're panicking, Joe.
It's a 5-alarm fire.
Let's check in with Joe, who's on the streets. Joe, are the streets saying that the Mets are panicking?
Streets talking?
Met fans are panicking?
Streets are burning. Mets fans are panicking.
Are they looting the Food King yet?
Not yet, but they're close.
They stealing all the toilet tissue?
There's a mob gathering around the grocery store as we speak.
I don't know if you ever. It's just a small thing, but it's so funny. Did you ever watch? You never saw the show 30 Rock at all, did you? It was Tracy Morgan's show.
Yeah, I watched it sometimes.
Sometimes, like, they would have these little cutaways.
I was more of a Curb Your Enthusiasm, but.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love both of them. Anyway, they would have these little cutaways in the show, and he's hanging with his two guys in his entourage.
Yeah.
And they're running out of the store carrying a TV. He said, and one of them says, "Why are we doing this? Because the Jets lost." Like that. This is what it feels like. The Met fans are panicking right now. And I get it.
That's because
you got every right to panic because I don't know what the hell's going on. And I don't trust smart people. That's what it boils down to. I don't like smart people. I don't like people who are going to act like they're smarter than me all the time. Because a lot of times they turn out to be not as smart as they think they are. You know what I'm talking about? We all know those people. We all know those people who act like they are geniuses. You know, I'll tell you what. I was around some academics recently. You think there are egos in sports. You go hang out with those people. You go find out what they think and how they feel like if you don't know who they are, they're insulted and that you should be hanging on every damn word. People that think they're smarter than you, sometimes they are.
But it don't matter. They don't know that. Yeah, they do.
Sometimes, but the ones who are the most dangerous are the ones who think they are,
yeah,
are actually not. Arrogant and egotistical and stupid.
Man.
That is a dangerous combination in this life.
To quote the great Steve Martin, I think it was The Miracle or something like that. They asked me when it's going to rain. I said, when it's going to stop. Believe that it's going to start to rain, and when it rains, it's going to flood. When it floods, it's going to flood with talent because Scrooge McDuck is going to open up that bank. He ain't never closed his checkbook. Come on, man. You got to believe in Scrooge McDuck.
What was that name of that? Was that Leap of Faith? No.
Oh, yeah, Leap of Faith.
Not DuckTales. I know it was DuckTales. I think it was Leap of Faith where
it's a Duckburg.
Where Steve Martin's a
Leap of Faith.
Evangelical.
Yeah.
And he's just going around town to town in a tent ripping people off.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's hopefully find out that that's not the case. So I want to know from the Met fan, what's going to make you feel better right now? What's going to do it? 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Is your head cold today? You got your hat on?
No, it was cold as hell outside.
I know it's cold as hell.
So actually, I'm wearing this hat the wrong way because this is supposed to be like one of those luxury beanies that you're supposed to wear a certain way.
Yeah.
But when I put it on, the beanie's supposed to expose your ears. My ears was getting too damn cold. I said, I gotta break the beanie. That's why you see this line right here. That's because it's supposed to be creased right here. You know what I'm saying? But when we come back, I'll have it the proper way.
I told you I'm going to Chicago this weekend.
Oh, wait. I hope you got that North Pole. That Columbia.
Sunday. Bears and the Browns, Soldier Field. High of 15. Low, -2.
Bro, that wind chill.
And that ain't wind chill right there,
bro.
boy.
You think it's windy out here, bro. They don't call it the Windy City for no reason. You better put them long johns on. Yo, mess around and freeze your chiclets.
You know what? I need to go out and get a new pair. Long johns are like something that I might use once a year.
Yeah. I like long johns much better than like when people want to put on the tights from like Under Armour and stuff like that. Because that stuff starts to itch if you start wearing it past 6 hours.
Plus, I got a pair of one of those once, which, by the way, when you see me in because I had black tights and a black tight shirt. And when you see me in that, I look like I'm in a dance troupe.
No. If it's all black,
I look like a ninja.
If it's all black, you look like what's his name, Grug from Despicable Me.
But here's the other problem with those tights. those tights don't have they don't have a little way to not have to pull them down to take care of your business.
Yeah, but you gonna get the
you gotta cut a hole.
You gonna get the ones to flap. But the crazy part is
you don't have a flap.
Because I wear those to work out in. I can imagine with your calves and your short arms, like you trying to reach out and take them off, but they always get caught on your foot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can see you almost tripping and
flapping
falling
around with my legs.
Yeah, I can see you falling inside of the gym, like you're trying to take the bottom off because it's real skinny. As fat as your calves are and as little as your ankles are, man, that could be a health hazard.
Bart and Carlin, 800-919-3776, 800-919 ESPN. You are coming up. So is Jason McCourty, but we're going to get to your calls here very shortly. Line them up. We'll get into the NFL as well. Jam-packed Thursday on Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Right now, police are stepping up patrols to make sure drivers and pedestrians obey our crosswalk laws. Why? Because every year in New York, people are injured or killed just crossing the street. So remember, pedestrians, obey traffic signals and use crosswalks. And drivers, yield to pedestrians in crosswalks. If you don't, we will educate you on the law. And you may get a ticket, because tickets get attention, and that saves lives. A message from the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
A couple of traffic issues in the Bronx. The southbound Major Deegan Expressway ramp to the Cross Bronx, still an accident being cleared there. It's been out there for a while. FDR Drive southbound slowing down into the 80s. That may be an accident. The Bruckner southbound broken down truck right lane going westbound 278 by White Plains Road. On the island, northbound Route 110 at East Farmingdale. An accident by Route 24. 3 lanes are out. And the Southern State Parkway westbound heavy at the Meadowbrook Parkway with a crash. 50th Street in Midtown, we've got that closed. On the east side by 2nd and 1st Avenue, fire department activity. Gridlock alert day today. Mass transit looking good. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's our last chance to donate for 2025.
At Jake's 58 Casino Hotel, we're celebrating this holiday season with our $155,000 Slay the Road drawing, including your chance to win a new Land Rover Defender and $10,000 cash. Earn entries all month long, then be here on January 1st between 12 and 3 p.m. when one winner will be drawn every hour to win up to $20,000 cash. At 4 p.m., one lucky winner will win a Land Rover Defender and $10,000 cash. At Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hey, it's Michael K. talking to you about my friends at PC Richard & Son. They're local, family-owned, and I trust them, and you can too. Right now, save on all holiday gifts for everyone on your list. And with their holiday price guarantee, your price is protected. If the price goes lower from now through December 24th, they will match it. You can't beat it. Plus, you get fast and free delivery. PC Richard & Son, the company you could trust for over 116 years. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
When equipment breaks down and operations come to a halt, every single second counts. So why is your maintenance team spending 60% of their time doing anything but turning wrenches? MaintainX is the AI-powered maintenance and asset management system that helps your team get back to actually fixing breakdowns. No more searching for manuals. No more hunting down parts. No more drowning in paperwork. With MaintainX, your team can access manuals from anywhere, create new procedures in minutes, and turn voice notes into clear and complete work order feedback. What used to take hours now only takes minutes. Keep your operations moving, not your paperwork. Join over 11,000 maintenance teams that are already fixing more and filing less. Try MaintainX for free today. Go to maintainx.com/AI. That's maintain and the letter X.com/AI.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night.
Okay, Kirk.
I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown!
Yes!
Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, airplanes. It's a duck blur. Nights on a mystery. My rewrite history. DuckTales, woo. Every day that I've been making DuckTales, woo.
The danger looks behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. What you do? Danger looks behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. What you do? Just grab onto some DuckTales. Woo, da 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 da. You would have been Launchpad. Woo, hooey, dooey, Louie.
Jason McCourty is with us.
Oh,
ESPN,
damn. He heard that? Damn.
ESPN NFL analyst, and of course on CBS, he has got the Colts and Seahawks this week. Have you ever considered doing a broadcast or what it would be like to do a broadcast or a show with, you know, your 10-year-old son?
We have fun.
Oh, wow. I haven't. Listening to that, I was just excited. When you're covering the Jets and Giants this time of the year and you have that type of excitement, and like Bart, I was proud of you. I wasn't expecting that today.
I have experience. I've been down here in misery for 13 years.
Yeah, no, Bart's spirit is
you learn how to
broken.
cope. I've been broken. I'm a broken Bronco.
Let's start with the fact that you have got the most fascinating story in the league this week.
Oh, yes.
Phillip Rivers, at 44 years old, potentially starting on Sunday when the Colts play the Seahawks. When you heard that this week, what was your first reaction?
My knees started hurting. I was like, damn, I couldn't imagine going out there playing football right now. You know, like there's two levels of it. Like I have this game, so I've been watching Seattle's defense. So there's a level of concern for Phillip Rivers when I watch Seattle and I think about Nick Emmanwori coming off the edge and hitting Phillip Rivers and him not seeing him coming. Then on the other side of it, I think it's the coolest thing in the world. Phillip Rivers is a father of 10, has a grandchild. He's also a head coach of a high school football team. So he's a father figure, authoritative figure over probably 50, 60 young men as well. And to think that he has a chance to go out there and play in an NFL game and his kids will be watching, all the boys. Think about that. Like, he goes out there and whether he throws a touchdown pass or an interception, when he gets back home, them high school kids are going to be like, damn, coach, all season you were telling me pay attention to the safety rotation, and then you get a chance to get out there and you do the same thing you coached me. Not like
throwing
all
ducks.
Of that to me is exactly the coolest thing in the world. I could not imagine at 44 going to play football. Like, I feel like it's going to be moving so damn fast to be able to go out there and execute.
Who's the oldest person you ever played with? Like somebody that have you ever had experience with somebody leaving and not playing for a long time and coming back?
Nah, not leaving and coming back.
I do. Deion Sanders was retired for like 3 to 4 years. So Ray Lewis and Corey Fuller played with him in college. So MC fool you, like they hyped Deion to come back. Okay? Deion came back in the middle of training camp, and he started running 110s at home, right? We playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he man-to-man against Plexico Birds. Now this ain't Giants Plexico Birds. This is
Primo Plexico Birds.
This is Primo cocked like a pistol Plexico Birds. Plexico Birds ran a bang 8. Deion tried to hit that extra gear. I've never in my life seen a man pull both his hamstrings at the same damn time. He blew both his hamstrings out, and all he could do was tackle Plexico Birds. Come back going for the whole year. He came back the next year, but he had to prep for it. So I just hope that we not quoting the great Chris from Boys in the Hood and them asking us, do we want to see a dead body? Y'all want to see a dead body?
Phillip Rivers never had 2 hamstrings, so we don't got to worry about him running away from anybody, as he said in his presser.
That rotator cuff might fall on the ground, though, when he try to shot put that ball.
It is. I mean, Jason McCourty is with us. He has got that game this week on CBS with Andrew Catalon and Charles Davis, in addition to an ESPN NFL analyst. I can't imagine, you mentioned the Seattle defense, just how good they are and what this is going to look like. For the Colts, Jason, how can this be the best possible option at this point?
I think about the situation they're in. All right, Daniel Jones tore his Achilles, but then Anthony Richardson has been out for weeks from an eye injury that he sustained in pregame warmups from a band that came back and hit him in the face. So Anthony Richardson isn't available to play in the game. They have Brett Rippon on their practice squad, who I think has 4 career starts in the NFL. And then they have Riley Leonard, who's a rookie who injured his knee in his pass game. So he was a full participant in practice yesterday. But then what level is he going to be at as a rookie who hasn't seen anything? And one of his best attributes is how athletic he is, who just sustained a knee injury. So I'm not saying Phillip Rivers is this great idea and is going to be beautiful, but they're at a point where it's just like, well, what the hell else are we going to do? Like, we don't have the options. They tried to sign Sam Ehlinger off of the Broncos practice squad. He decided to stay in Denver. So it's just like, I think they're looking at it like, yeah, we still got a shot at the playoffs, but just to put out a good product on the football field, like, hell, let's just give it a shot. Let's see what it looks like Wednesday and Thursday in practice, and then decide after that.
He's living our dream. We've all been sitting there, and we've been working out, going to Lifetime, doing Pilates, Pure Barre, and every once in a while people say, do you still miss it? You're like, yeah, it's cool. You think you can still play? We're going to find out.
Wow.
We are going to find out.
Bart, that ain't my dream. My son had basketball practice yesterday, and after the practice, I go against 2 of his friends. We go 3v1, and I absolutely cook them. That's the dream world that I'm living in right now. If I can whoop up on these 10-year-olds, I'm good. I want no part of any NFL wide receiver out there on a Sunday. I am completely good.
Jason McCourty with us. Okay, let's talk about the Giants and the Jets for a second, because it's a discussion that we're going to have in just general sense. You have been in bad organizations before. You have been in good organizations before. What is the biggest difference in those organizations? And try to explain it without just the word culture, because it's such an overused word, if you can.
Absolutely. It's such a good question, because I won't name the organ, but you can tell the ones when I got into a good organization, the thing that stood out to me the most was everybody being on the same page. And it sounds so simple, but from the very top all the way down, ownership on through to the janitors cleaning the building. I came to find out every team has its own chaos, and there are going to be moments in the season where you're complaining about the same exact things. I went from in Cleveland in 2017, we didn't win a game, and then the next year we won a Super Bowl in 2018 in New England. I promise you, as players, we were in the locker room complaining the same amount in New England as we were in Cleveland. The difference was there was a clear-cut vision for the organization and which way we were going. You didn't question whether we were attempting to win a Super Bowl that year. You didn't question who the players were in the locker room. I think in bad organizations, at the very top, there's a central idea of which way we're going to go. But then as you go down from level to level to level and you get lower, somebody at the second level thinks we need to make a right-hand turn at the light. But somebody at the fifth level is like, nah, I've done this path before. We got to go straight. So you have so many different ideas of how to get to the promised land that along the way, there's no continuity throughout the organization, and everybody's pulling, and you're pulling apart the seams because you're going in so many different directions. And that was the one thing in New England. Belichick set the vision, and whether you agreed or not, the people underneath him echoed the same exact sentiment. You weren't going to find those cracks in the foundation where it was just like, nah, that nonsense Bill was talking about in the team meeting, we don't believe in that. We're doing it this way. You didn't have any of that. And in other organizations I've been in, you found that all throughout the structure of it.
See, in Cleveland, you completed the mission. You stunk, and you stayed on brand. Right? And you got the number one pick. I'm feeling that the Giants have an opportunity to be able to set the board, to be able to replenish their organization. They have an opportunity. They have the number one pick. But I don't think they're going to keep the number one pick because I think they're going to win 2 or 3 games and they're going to be meaningless. We won't remember it. And then the only reason we're going to remember it because we're going to say they had an opportunity to move down, get 3 or 4 first-round draft picks, and really stack this roster. When you look, I understand it's culture, but sometimes you got to protect people from themselves. And Jackson Dart is just fool enough to win this game and look great and set the organization back because you don't be able to get the opportunities to get the equity, the draft equity that you need.
Yeah, I don't think anyone intentionally goes out and says, we're attempting to go out and lose this game. But to your point, I think you hit a certain point in the season where as an organization, you start trying out things. So you think about it, even last year, the New England Patriots, they got to the end of the season, they put Drake May on the shelf and they played Joe Milton. Now, he had injury, so that's different. I'm not saying you pull Jackson Dart, but you look throughout the roster and whatever young guys you have on that team, you play them over the veterans because you want to get a look and see what these guys have that maybe an older guy doesn't have, just so you can put them out there and see in the last month of the season. That's where they are, and that's not saying I'm trying to lose the game, but when you maybe go with a less experienced player that maybe not as good as the guy in front of him, but you're getting a chance to get a look at him, a lot of times that results in losing those football games. But I do think that is a part of our league is that when you're not making the playoffs and you don't have anything to play for in this given season, you start to play for the future. And I've been on both ends of that. When I first came in the league in Tennessee, we had losing seasons where me as a young guy was getting thrown into the fire at the end of the season. And then I think about my last year in New England, we weren't making the playoffs when Cam was our quarterback. I remember playing in the last few games, and next thing you know, I'm rotating in and out of the lineup because we're giving young guys a chance to play.
Funny, right? You bring up Cam. Why not reach out to Cam or RG3, right? Guys who have been, campaigning and saying that they can still play. A little younger. You got RG3 out there racing horses or hawks or whatever the hell he was doing 2 years ago. Do you think is it some type of connection there with the coach or the system? Why do they think that he can come in and and be able to start week 1? It has to be some type of continuity. I don't know if you've done that opposition research. I know I haven't.
Yeah, 100%. It's the connection. Shane Steichen's the head coach. He was in San Diego with Phillip Rivers for 8 seasons.
Okay.
One as an offensive coordinator, he was a quarterbacks coach. Them two still talk every day to this point about Rivers. Yes, and I think even beyond that, though, like you mentioned Cam Newton and RG3, you're talking about 2 players that played the position, and a lot of what helped them be, especially Cam Newton, MVP and one of the great quarterbacks in our league, was his physical ability, was his athleticism. The older we get, that starts to fall back. So Phillip Rivers it was in 2020. He threw for 4,000 yards his last year playing in the National Football League. He can still throw the football. Now, the 44 years old, that part of being able to move so you don't get hit to throw the football, that's the part we don't know about. But I think that's 2 different caliber of players just because of what their best attribute and their superpower was when they were out there on the league. RG3's been saying he could play for the last damn 10 years, and he ain't played. So
even when he was playing, he said he was saying he can play, and they was like, no, you can't.
Yeah. I don't know who he's still trying to convince, but yeah.
Can you do me a favor when you go through your meetings and you got Phillip Rivers in there? Take a selfie. I want to see what that belly from the side. I want a side view because I didn't know if that was rib cage or hey. It looked like he had his rib cage, but his cardio wasn't up, so he didn't have it tight. Because that thing was protruding out, man. Like, he clearly didn't jump on the Ozempic train or the HGH train. You know, sometimes when the players retire, they're like, I'm taking everything. You know what I'm saying? I look at my boy Brandon Amadeo and Steve Weatherford. I'm like, yeah, what you taking? Everything.
Yeah, hey. Bart, I ain't disrespecting nobody's grandfather, so I can't do that for you, man.
But I will say the greatest answer we heard in his press conference yesterday was when somebody asked him how much he weighed, and he said, I don't know. That's how I would answer. Thanks, J-Mac.
You know how hard it is to stay in shape when you got Juicy Juice and Dots and Fruit Loops and stuff all around. You got all them damn kids.
J-Mac, we'll talk next week. Travel safe.
Yes, sir. Good to talk to you guys.
You too. Jason McCourty with us, ESPN NFL analyst, and CBS has got the Colts and the Seahawks on Sunday.
When you got 10 kids, you got to buy a case of fruit snacks. You don't just buy one box. You got to buy the case.
That ain't
like
Costco. That's Super Costco.
Right. You got to get a case of the muffins. You got to get a case of ice cream. I guarantee you, he got a separate deep freezer just for ice cream.
Costco comes to you.
Exactly.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
The Hess truck's back and it's better than ever. Roaring engines this year. Hess race cars are here.
The Hess stock car races are loaded with lights, sounds, and a powerful racing motor. Only at HessToyTruck.com. Free shipping and batteries included.
There are small risks in life, like giving a kid a football to play with in the house.
Whoa, watch out for the... Okay.
And then there are big gambles, like giving a kid a lottery ticket. Never gift a lottery ticket to a person under 18. Learn more about how to gift responsibly during the holidays at playresponsiblyny.com. Please gift responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Discover a driving experience crafted to inspire. At Garden City Mazda, exceptional design and sophisticated performance come together. During the Mazda More to Move You sales event, lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5 for $229 a month for 33 months. Or the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for $239 a month for 33 months. Both with $49.95 due at signing. It's the Mazda More to Move You sales event at Garden City Mazda. At Garden City Mazda, expect the exceptional.
John Ryan.
Yeah, Dad.
I think I came up with a killer slogan for our law firm. D'Agostino and Associates, bite back.
Bite back?
Yeah. When someone hurts you, you bite back. We'll be the law firm that bites back.
Dad, that's brilliant. Accident victims, call D'Agostino and Associates and bite back. Hey, we could even put a big vicious dog on billboards everywhere.
Yeah, and Rottweilers on buses.
Hey, how about a toll-free number?
What are you thinking?
You know, like 1-800-BITE-BACK.
1-800-BITE-BACK. That's brilliant.
But what if people hear fight back?
Easy. I'll spell it out for them, like 1-800-BITE, back. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Love it. Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
All this talk about biting back got me hungry.
Me too. Want to grab lunch?
Sure. Hey, how about a jingle?
You mean like, D'Agostino, law, bite back.
Progressive knows there's so many great things about being a sports fan. Like scoring the company box seats. How great is that? Trick plays that actually work. Prevent defense when your team is winning by a lot. And even more preventative prevent defense as they're hanging on by a thread. And of course, saving money when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's pretty great. Just like trick plays that actually work.
Yeah, but how often does that happen?
Complaining about sports? Not so great. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Clinton Yates here, and the holidays are upon us, full of gatherings, toasts, and plenty of cheer. And if you're like me, you want every moment to shine. That's why I head to Total Wine & More, where you'll find it all at the lowest prices, from rich whiskeys and smooth tequilas to festive liqueurs and elegant champagnes. And if you're not sure what to grab, their guides will help you find bottles that impress. You'll always find what you love and love what you find only at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. Be 21.
Hey, nice job, Pete. I like those clean lines.
Fellas, do we have anyone that can get to Greenport today?
At Corey's Landscaping, the staffing plan is in the weeds.
Anthony, we need that leaf blower over here. 3 more new customer requests just came in. Who wants to work some overtime?
He needs to dig up quality landscapers and fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang! It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
ESPN New York is throwing a holiday party you don't want to miss. Join us this Friday at your mother's house in Garden City. We'll be broadcasting the Michael K. Show live from 1 to 3, followed by Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg from 3 to 7, all while supporting a great cause. Bring a toy to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation and help make the season brighter for local kids in need. It's the ESPN New York Holiday Party this Friday, brought to you by Spiked Aid, Security Dodge, Amazon Pickup, and ESPN New York.
Than you are, you will do it every single time.
Because music pulls it out of you, man.
It really does. I know. Wait, like, what is if you're feeling crummy, if you're just feeling like mentally exhausted and you just don't want to deal, or you're depressed or whatever, is there a song or two that's going to pull you out of it?
Yeah. R.I.P. Jeezy.
Okay.
I don't know if I can say this out loud, but
I wouldn't then.
Victory by Puffy.
Jeez.
It's just what he said at the beginning. He ain't even really the main rapper.
Anything by 50 Cent? Since he's been all over Puffy lately.
21 Questions.
I'll tell you what, he is not. I have not watched it yet.
He's the biggest troll in the history of
I have not
life.
watched it yet. Who is a bigger troll? And again,
50's diabolical.
But I'm putting everything else aside, okay? I don't want to hear about what it is. But who is the bigger troll? Is it 50 or is it Kendrick Lamar?
50's a greater troll than Trump. 50 is the greatest.
One guy did it at the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah, but
at the Super Bowl halftime show, you can't do it in front of a bigger audience.
Right, but that's being pissed. That's like spite. That's like smacking somebody off impulse. This dude made a documentary. He did research. He interviewed people. He had production and edited. You know what I'm saying? That's not. And then sent you flowers.
Michael told me.
And then went to ABC.
Michael told me he watched some of it the other day, the first episode.
Fascinating.
He said it is a bad situation.
I mean, we remember the surviving Robert.
I mean, we knew it was a bad situation, but I mean, and I don't mean to laugh at it. I mean, it's more like
we listened to the trial case.
Yeah, I know.
So, could you imagine people explaining that was just one incident with one person? This is everybody he's ever screwed over.
They are lining up.
Oh, they can't wait.
Anyway, Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. Having said that, my neck's a little bit tight, so I could use some loosening up from my friends at Thamel.
Yeah, it's football season, and you should be out here enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch could feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication, just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that gets real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain, and he builds a custom game plan that is right for you. Same-day or next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted, so don't let pain keep you down on the sidelines this season. Go to SamwellPain.com, call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube page where the comments are coming in all over the place. People are pointing to George Blanda. Dude came back and he was a kicker, okay? He was 48 and he was a kicker. That's not coming back to play.
Exactly.
That's not coming back to play. No. I don't buy that for a second.
That's never really playing anyway.
I can't honestly think, like Gordie Howe, I can't honestly think of anybody else who's even in this ballpark.
What's Lemieux? Yager? No, Yager.
But Yager never stopped playing. That's the thing.
Yeah, but he's still playing. This is the most amazing thing.
I know, but he never stopped. Like, Phillip Rivers has been out for 5 years. Bart, he is literally a semifinalist for the Hall of Fame.
So he's
And he's going to lose it the second he steps on that field on Sunday for another 5 years.
So he's all healed up. I wonder how much he's getting paid.
It really is.
How much is he getting paid? Don't like if it's prorated $30 million a year, what really? And I would love to have a friend like that.
Yeah, I can't
imagine. Hey, man, come back for these 5 games. It's going to be at least $10 million.
You think so?
$2 million per game.
You think so?
Yes. Dude ain't coming out of retirement about to get a concussion protocol and lose his Hall of Fame thing for no reason.
This is really going to be a scary situation. When you consider
George Foreman was still boxing. George Foreman is the greatest guy to ever leave he left for 10 years.
I would argue the George Foreman thing
it's the greatest feat
is
ever.
Among the greatest feats I've ever seen.
It is.
And
by far.
I'll also say this.
He was getting hit in the face.
I'll also say this. There is something to be said in sports as one of the best things you can witness as being someone that you think doesn't have it anymore, showing it one last time.
Jordan?
Or showing it again.
Jordan with the Wizards?
No.
Jordan left.
Yeah, he left, but it wasn't. First of all, it wasn't as physical. Secondly, Jordan
he was old.
Always in amazing shape, and he played 82 games with the Wizards.
But it's great. Phillip Rivers was never in shape.
Just round. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter.
When you're streaming Stranger Things on Netflix,
Hurry! Okay, wait!
don't take slow for an answer. Switch to Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds, starting at $25 a month. And this holiday season, get Netflix and so much more on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today.
Whoa, did you see that?
Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Netflix subscription required. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
Hey, it's Michael K. talking to you about my friends at PC Richard & Son. They're local, family-owned, and I trust them, and you can too. Right now, save on all holiday gifts for everyone on your list. And with their holiday price guarantee, your price is protected. If the price goes lower from now through December 24th, they will match it. You can't beat it. Plus, you get fast and free delivery. PC Richard & Son, the company you could trust for over 116 years. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
If your car is out of warranty, one major repair bill could wipe you out. Just ask Ludacris.
Car breakdowns can wreck your wallet. Without Endurance, a worn-out timing belt could cost you $1,700. A busted transmission, that's $4,000 easy. An engine meltdown, $7,000. But if you've got Endurance, you could never pay out of pocket for a car repair again. With Endurance, your car's most expensive parts are covered. Plus, you pick the mechanic you trust to do the work. With Endurance, your rate stays the same no matter how many claims you file.
If your car is under 20 years old, Endurance has you covered with unlimited miles. Plus, your plan includes 24/7 roadside assistance anywhere in the country. Choose the name Ludacris trusts, Endurance. Right now, get $300 off any plan, plus a year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value, free. All backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. For your free quote, call 800-431-8958. 800-431-8958. 800-431-8958.
Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, you've been patient. Let's roll. 800-919-3776. A lot on the baseball with the Mets. The fact that Alonso and Edwin Diaz are gone. Bart Carlin. Bart Scott, Chris Carlin. Bart Carlin. Or Bart and Carlin.
Oh.
Whatever.
Tomato.
Yeah. 800-919-3776. Also, over on the YouTube chat, get involved there on the YouTube page. We will get some of those as well. Carlin, Seth wants to know, Carlin, did play quarterback a snap or two? Oh, in reference to George Blanda, yeah, okay, a snap or two is not having the Seahawks defense coming at you at 100 miles an hour.
Correct the moon.
See, that's the one
Way
thing.
to go, Captain Literal Man.
He brought it up a second ago. Jason McCourty did when he was on with us. The mere speed of what that's going to look like coming at him, that's going to be like a freight train coming at him.
With no training camp, nothing, just like.
Not even getting hit. Like, Bart,
they're
there's no chance. There's no chance that in practice between when he signed and Sunday that he gets hit, right?
No, and the thing is, like, you don't even go full speed in practice now. It's kind of at a modified speed. Seattle's in playoff speed. So it's not even like he's saying preseason speed, regular season speed, rivalry week speed. He's saying playoff, I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. I'm in the greatest shape of my life. Ain't nobody ramping up to get in football shape. This ain't the first 4 weeks of football. These dudes cock like pistols right now.
All right, let's go. Justin in the car phone, in the car, is up next on ESPN New York. What's going on, Justin? How are you, bud?
Hey, guys. How you doing? Nice to talk to you guys.
Good to talk to you.
Hey, yeah, about that whole Mets situation, listen, I've been a lifelong Mets fan. I mean, we've all endured pain. This whole thing about Diaz, I don't think Diaz wanted to be a Met anymore. I don't think the money makes a difference. I think Diaz saw the opportunity as, I could join the Dodgers and win a chip. And so, you know what? In my opinion, it's a matter of just let him walk. We got Devin Williams. I know Devin Williams wasn't the best last season, but if we could tie up Freddie Peralta, Trevor McGill on a trade from the Brewers, I feel pretty confident about the back end of the pen. And as far as Pete goes, listen, Pete had an amazing season last season. But before that, watching Pete play, he steps up to the plate and you just expect him to either hit a homer, fly out, or ground out. And you know what? I could see your point about the contract agent. I agree. You know what? I much rather take Bellinger. I'm okay with Pete walking. I know that right now for Mets fans it looks like it's all done. But if David Stearns could come back, get a Tucker or a Bellinger, and maybe get Freddie Peralta, Trevor McGill from the Brewers, I think we still have a pretty good shot at being a serious contender in the playoffs.
See, that's one guy that I think hasn't come up yet that I think there's a strong chance the Mets are going to get involved in, and that's Freddie Peralta from the Brewers. because he's a Stearns guy. And do you feel like Freddie Peralta is going to be good enough to really justify this? I mean, I would think so. This dude's been very consistent through the course of his career of, a mid-threes guy, had a terrific season this past year, probably his best season with the fact that he went 17-6. If that's who they're looking at, and he's been pretty reliable in terms of his health, okay, I get that too, but that's also a one-year situation. We're going to have to talk about signing him next year after we give up players to get him this year.
Well, when are we anticipating the work stoppage? Next year?
After this season.
So
after this coming season.
So I don't worry about that until I know what the landscape is. But I said, I want controllable contracts because I don't want to get locked into something crazy unless it's just something that I don't care, work stoppage or not, that I'm willing to deal with because the player's that good.
Let's hit Billy in the truck. Up next, ESPN New York. Billy, what's up, brother? How are you?
What's going on, guys? I'm doing all right.
What do you got for us?
Quick plug into my point, though. It's funny when you look at the NFL. You could be in a coma for the last 10 years, and it'd be like nothing changed. Phillip Rivers throwing the ball, Aaron Rodgers leading his division, Seahawks with a great
Nick
defense,
Folk, baby.
Patriots 11-2. It's like
That's a good call. The only thing missing is Brady, and he might come back next week.
Like, we coming back?
He's still in the game.
Oh yeah, Jets don't have a quarterback. Yeah, that hasn't changed either.
Right,
good point, Ray.
Yeah. Jets and Giants are still terrible. Yup, nothing's changed. But anyway, when it comes to the Mets, as a Yankee fan, I'm a little concerned about what they're doing because they're going to be good. Be going after Bellinger, whether we go after Tatis or Tucker, whoever. That's all. I don't know how everyone can be overreacting before anything's even done. Like you heard the guy yesterday on DHR, miserable Mets fan, this and that. You haven't even seen what they're doing yet. You don't even know what's going on. I'm a little more.
But you can understand though, Billy, you can understand.
No, I get it.
When they lose guys in back-to-back days, and sure, 100%. One of them was certainly anticipated for sure that people are going to get frustrated by it nonetheless.
100%. I completely get the emotional aspect to it, and it'd be like you losing Cole and Stanton. It definitely hit, but
I don't think any Yankee fan would be crying about Stanton, bud.
Well, that's true, yeah. But I guess, yeah. Maybe you're right. Yeah, I should give it a day to let things marinate. But
you know how people overreact. People want it right now. They don't even understand the big picture. Let's see what the big picture is.
This is the thing. Like whenever we have this discussion, people who gets frustrated right away, and I get that. I'd be ticked off today too. And it's just you got the people who are going to say, sit and wait. Got a plan. This is the plan. And it makes me think of the Michael Scott from The Office. It's a 45-day, 45-point plan where we're going to be back in the black. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. I want to see the plan. There's a plan, but everybody's got a plan till you get punched in the face. And the Met fan feels like the last couple of days they got punched in the face.
What do we feel about Luke Weaver?
Not much. Not very much at all. I don't feel a whole lot.
Damn, Jansen's 38.
It's a rough list, bud.
These dudes old.
David and Elizabeth, what's up, D?
What up, fellas? DuckTales. Woo! Yo, man, that made my day. Not for nothing. Chef, you definitely launch pad. And Bart, me and you, pause. We could definitely be Baloo. You heard me?
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't even. Oh yeah. Here's the thing. Never seen DuckTales.
Oh my!
What?
I'm too old.
No, you're not.
To have seen it, and I don't have kids.
College. You watch cartoons in college?
I watched cartoons in college. DuckTales wasn't really there yet.
I'm not young enough to be your kid.
No, not far off. Wait, no, I'm like 8 years older than you.
Right. This was your run, big bro.
Not really.
Yes,
maybe it was, and I just didn't watch it.
Yeah.
But I watched cartoons. Absolutely, I watched Ren and Stimpy. I watched that.
Darkwing Duck.
No.
Oh, super classic. Super classic.
Never watched Darkwing Duck.
Come on, man.
I've never seen you look at me with a more disappointed face than I just got.
Gummy bears?
I would too.
No.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there everywhere.
I like gummy bears.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Anyway, go ahead.
So, all right, fellas, let's jump straight into it. Look, I want to get to my Phillip Rivers piece at the end, so we're going to go straight into our organization with the Mets. You said what would satisfy me or what would make me at ease right now. You deliver Skubal, and I'll calm down. All right, let's call a spade a spade. Edwin Diaz would only play up to 2 innings. Yes, I'm going to miss him sitting down dynamite batters that come up, or Showtime batters such as, Judge or whoever, Schwarber, whoever that he would put down or at those final innings. I'm going to miss that. But, okay, it is what it is with Diaz. But this is franchise malpractice. If you guys were going to part ways with Pete, I should have did it last year. Why you let him smash a record and let him go? I know some people are going to be like, oh, we don't care about records. The records is whatever. But he's the franchise guy in a way. And you just let him go. And you let him go
they brought him back last year because the owner wanted to bring him back because he was listening to the fans. And then listen, let's call it what it was. The owner made a great deal, and Pete made a great deal. Because Pete went out and capitalized and had a massive season and got paid off of it. And now the owner doesn't necessarily have to worry about the back end of that being a problem. Now, I think he's going to be missed myself, but I don't know who the replacement offensively is going to be yet. I'll tell you what I don't want to see, Paul Goldschmidt and Jeff McNeil platooning at first. Oh, my God.
Yeah. And then they think that they could probably move Vientos over there. I don't know if that's going to work.
Well, that's you can move Vientos there if you're going to have Alex Bregman playing third base.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, like you gentlemen just said, let's wait and see what the pizza looks like when it's fully cooked. Because right now,
I'm not really saying that. I'm a little more alarmist at the moment, but that's just me. Anyway,
I feel the same way.
I'm saying that. I'm waiting.
Yeah, I agree, but let's just see. But not for nothing, right now, that's how I feel with that. Let's see what they do. But right now, I'm angry. I don't like it, and this is what I want to say about Phillip Rivers as I wrap this up. Phillip Rivers, just like J-Mac said, I'm gonna give you your flowers, man. Yo, the test of time. You can come back and play. Maybe you're someone in NFL shape. That's beautiful, and I hope that you could score a touchdown or be productive this Sunday. But I will say this: your grandson is gonna escort you to the retirement home. Because they're going to light your ass up like Bart just said. They're in playoff mode. They're not playing with you. And not for nothing, Bart, you can answer this when you guys cut me off. Do you guys have mercy on people when it's time to hit them? I don't think so.
Hell no.
No, there's no mercy.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah. There's no mercy at all.
What's the program?
It was Rocky IV.
Put them all to sleep and let the paramedics sort them out. Alvin Mack.
Kill everybody.
D does. I taught him that.
I just I don't want to listen. I was never the biggest Phillip Rivers fan. It's not. I didn't have anything against him.
He was a hell of a competitor.
He was a very good competitor. Played on a bad knee in that playoff game with torn ACL. Yeah,
that's what won me over.
But I mean, I never. When I say I wasn't the biggest fan, I mean he was a great quarterback, but I never really felt any connection to him at all.
He's out west.
And that's probably part of it, too, because I kind of feel the same way about Justin Herbert.
Yeah, you know that much, yeah.
But having said that, I really don't want to be sitting here on Monday or Tuesday saying, man, what did you do? Like, seriously, what did you do? Why did you come back and do this?
I mean, Brady almost did it a couple years ago when he was retired.
But again, that was like 1 year removed, and this is the greatest quarterback of all time. None of us were sitting there thinking if Brady comes back, he's going to die.
Jason Witten did it.
Some of us are thinking that, and Jason Witten was 1 year, and he wasn't a good broadcaster.
Remember Sayal?
Yeah.
Sayal would just come and get the game plan on Thursday. He was still shooting that TV show. He would come play the games and go back.
Yeah.
No practice, nothing.
I don't want to see Phillip Rivers go out there and get hurt.
But what if he doesn't? See, that's the beauty. What if he doesn't?
If he doesn't, it'll be an amazing story. It'll be an amazing story.
I still don't think they're going to make it to the playoffs. So then what happens? Is he going to stay on the team for next year? You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't get. When you're out, you're out. When you're in, you're in. Like, you don't get out, get all juiced up, get that big fat check, play and say, hey, why not be Joe Flacco next year?
Gilberto in Brooklyn is up next on ESPN New York. Gilberto, what's up, baby?
What's up, Carlin? Yo, Carlin, man. You truly are. I gotta give it to you again. I gotta give you props for backing up our brother Bart there. Bart, that's your brother from another mother, man.
Yeah, man.
Carlin, you tied at the umbilical cord, my brother. My point is with the Mets. I don't know why people are getting all discombobulated and bent out of shape when all they gotta wait. You got a possible plan to get Arans, the guy that won the batting title the last two, to play first base. You know what I'm saying? There's many second basemen that are up for trade, and teams are willing to trade them. Good second basemen.
Well, they already got Simeon. They already made the trade for Marcus Simeon, too. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, but to me, I think Simeon, because he played shortstop before, I think he's going to end up doing, jumping from place to place. They need to get a second baseman.
What's Lindor doing? Lindor's playing short. I don't think there's no bounce in there. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, but the outfielders, they got a good chance to get Tatis. As much as the Yankees wanted Tatis, they got a good chance to get Tatis because they got the young pitching and the young players to give to San Diego. So I'm just saying this. Let Stern do his job. Give him the time that he needs. If it doesn't come to fruition, then chop his head off. Talk to you guys later.
Yeah, no need to kill the guy first. Let's let him have the trial.
This is what's really interesting to me, though. Does Steve Cohen have the patience to let that happen?
A month?
Well, yeah. Listen, billionaires, especially at that level, are used to getting what they want. And if you're going to let a guy do his job as he clearly is trying to do, and it doesn't start out well, what is his patience level going to be? It hasn't started well with what this looks like right now. Again, it's right now. But is Steve Cohen going to keep the hands off, so to speak, and just let Stearns do his job?
I think he's in his
I
ear.
heard a number that Stearns is making like $13 million a year, and I forgot that.
So if I pay you $13 million a year, you think I'm tripping on these players?
No, I know you're not tripping on the players, but what I'm saying is, is he just going to let Stearns do what he does?
That's crazy. I mean, if he believes in him, of course.
That's my thing. Right now, he's believing in him, and he's letting it kind of fall by the wayside, and we'll see where this is. Look, if you get Tariq Skubal, there ain't nothing to talk about.
I think it's a lot. It would hurt me because he's my Tigers. Yeah. But even Alcantara, I think you got to be creative. If he wants to be creative, you got to think outside the box, man. Trading could be the best thing because you don't have to worry about being locked into a contract underneath the new scale. You get an old scale joint and figure it out from there.
You want Tatis?
I like Tatis.
Joe Leo, you're a Yankee fan,
I like
correct?
that attitude. I like that juice.
You're a Yankee fan, correct?
Yes, I am.
There's been talk about Tatis with the Yankees. What's your feeling there?
If we trade Volpe for him, if he's the starting if he's the starting shortstop,
it's going to be Volpe plus, by the way.
Well, yes, but if Volpe's a part of that deal and Tatis is the shortstop moving forward, I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm.
All for it.
So I'm just going to point something out, okay? Do with this whatever you will. Tatis' first 3 years in the big leagues, 19, 20, 21. Granted, one of them is a COVID year. But the OPS in each of those years, 969, 937, 975. Suspended PEDs.
Yep.
And injury for 2022. 23, OPS 770. But then 833 and 814 this past year. Is that good enough?
Good enough because
I love his defense and how explosive the energy. He bring him and what's our guy that lived down the street from me too. The guy, the hype guy, the black guy.
Chaz?
Yeah, Chaz. Yeah. Him and Chaz, man, that'd be so much juice.
As a double play combo, that'd be awesome.
That's more juice than OJ. You know what I'm saying?
That's one way to put it. Than orange juice itself.
But that's athleticism, that's base running, that's tremendous defense. That's how I like my team to look.
8 more years on the contract after next year. So he's got 9 years left, Tatis does.
Yeah.
And he tops out at 36.7, which at the end of that deal will not be the worst thing in the world. But the end of that deal is 2023 or 2033, 2034. It's still not going to be pretty.
But how old is he?
Tatis right now is, I wouldn't say, he's still young. What am I saying?
Yeah, baby.
He's 26.
Yeah, baby. So
he'll
he's
be
going
35 at the end of that
35.
deal.
Like, come on, man. You're going to get at least 6 good years out of that.
Okay. Just want to make sure you're comfortable with that. That's all. I'm not against it. He's not the player he was pre-suspension.
Yeah, but he's
still a very good player.
But he can come back. At 26, you still ain't hit your apex yet. You don't hit your apex to 29.
All right,
29, 30.
We
talking about Judge ascending at the age that he's at.
Get some better masking agents. That's all I would say.
Call Barry and Jose. They got you. Go
down to the strip mall in Florida.
They got new nasal spray.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. And on the ESPN New York YouTube page, we've had some pretty good comments there and a lot of discussion around this. I do want to get to some of this football. And there's a bigger topic to get into with Joe Burrow and something that he had to say yesterday. Where is the comment here? So this is Joe Burrow with the Cincinnati Bengals in a press conference yesterday. And on these two comments, I would just like you to mull and think about them a little bit. The first question is why he's trying to have more fun playing.
No, it certainly doesn't change my desire to win. You know, if I want to keep doing this, I have to have fun doing it. You know, I've been through a lot, and if it's not fun, then what am I doing it for? So that's the mindset I'm trying to bring to the table.
The money?
I'm not sure there was a singular moment or time. It's just a reflection on a lot of things that I've done and been through in my career. I think I've been through more than most, and it's certainly not easy on the brain or the body. So just trying to have fun doing it again.
Sounds real scary. Y'all been getting me sacked and hit a whole lot. I know a team that got people that can protect him, especially if you're going to get the ball out in 2.2 seconds. I know a team that can protect him at least.
Here's a little more. This is Burrow and having a lot going on right now.
You seem there's something on your mind, or maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it seemed frustrated.
There's just a lot of things going on right now. Football related, personally? All the above.
Didn't he just get married? Or is he booed up? No, that was Josh Allen.
No, that wasn't. Yeah, no.
He the playboy that they found out that he was messing with the model because she called when somebody broke in his house last year.
Is that why they broke into his house?
No, they broke in his house to steal stuff.
But she was there, right?
Yeah, he was out of town.
Yeah, no, I remember when his house got broken into.
Yeah.
And then, that's right, she called the police.
Yeah.
Anyway, that does not sound like a terribly happy individual.
Sounds like Andrew Luck, sounds like Chris Borland, sounds like a guy that's got his brains kicked in, and they've been trying to draft players. They've been trying to trade for players. When you think about Orlando Brown Jr., and it just hasn't worked out. And, if not this year, I don't see it getting better because the salary cap is only going to get smaller and smaller for them. Chase money kicks in. T. Higgins money kicks in. They missed on the tight end a couple of years ago that became a headache. They got rid of him. They can't stop anybody, so it's more pressure on Joe Burrow. Just call it quits, man. Come on over. Come on over to Gotham City.
Besides the Bengals, is there a poorly run organization that has a quarterback?
You could say Jacksonville for the last couple of years before they got Liam Cohen.
Right.
When they were telling
But we were still questioning about whether Lawrence was a guy.
Yeah, but they were telling free agents not to come.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he was the quarterback.
I'm just going to give you some spots, and you tell me if you feel like they're a poorly run organization. Buffalo. No, they're not a poorly run organization. Right?
No. Brandon Beane?
Cleveland. Yep. No, it's not Cleveland. I'm looking for guys who have quarterbacks.
Oh, okay.
And they might, but okay.
Arizona, for sure. They have a quarterback. He's a good quarterback. He's just as good.
They're trying to get rid of him.
Yeah, but that's the organization.
Houston? You think Houston's a poorly run organization? They kind of feel middle of the road.
They were 2 years ago. Remember they had the whole case came out with the people, the Deshaun Watson fiasco? Yeah.
Yep. Easterby?
Yeah.
But do you think they're still a poorly run organization?
They're getting better.
Chargers are getting better. Teams that have a quarter, the Cowboys. The Cowboys have a quarterback. Are they poorly run?
No.
Then is it just they enjoy the drama too much? Jerry enjoys the drama?
Exactly. It's just a lot to kind of
Would you say Washington is poorly run? They had been under previous ownership.
Yeah.
But now, I mean,
we had 1 year, and it was poorly run because they got their quarterback killed, and they couldn't figure out how to sign a star receiver, so that messed them up. So I'm still not sure if they're not poorly run.
Tampa Bay?
Nah, they're not poorly run.
Detroit has turned the model.
They used to, yep.
Detroit has turned the model. Here's my point. There are not many, if maybe one or two, organizations that you would say are poorly run that actually have the answer at quarterback. So if that's the case, when Joe Burrow talks about wanting to have fun, can he have fun with the Jets?
Can he have fun being on Broadway, wearing his minks everywhere, having people run up to him, people instantly naming him the new king of New York? Yeah, I think he can have a ball here.
We'll discuss more. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, on the way. Audio files in which you will hear what happened at Michigan. Holy cow. That's next on ESPN New York. I don't like smart people.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Thursday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Will the Yankees or Mets make a big splash at the winter meetings?
We didn't spend $22 million a year on Edwin Diaz. We didn't spend the money on Pete Alonso. So what are we going to do instead of that? I think the Yankees are one of the teams that might be reacting to this labor uncertainty, where they feel like, well, we don't really know what's going to happen, so let's just wait and see.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds. Resilience matters. And history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers competing on one of the sport's most storied stages. Don't just watch greatness.
You've been injured on a construction site. Then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. KARS, Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Last chance! Donate now for a 2025 tax deduction.
Fellas, it's the season to shine, and not just from the holiday lights. Manscaped is here to keep you looking sharp for every holiday party, family photo, and mistletoe moment. The Lawnmower 5, groin and body trimmer, and the Chairman Plus face shaver deliver precision, comfort, and control worthy of Santa's nice list. I've been good and nice. Whether you're tidying up before a big night out or preparing for New Year's Eve, Manscaped has your back. And your face too, to be exact. So gift yourself with some grooming greatness this season, because looking good is the best gift of all. And now you can find Manscaped products at your local Walmart.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/play.
My friends, game time. Brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. 7 o'clock. Islanders hosting the Ducks at UBS Arena. Devils host the Lightning at Prudential Center. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube page. It is time for Audio Files.
The Audio File.
Let's go back to a little bit of the Joe Burrow stuff that we were just talking about. We've got Dan Orlovsky this morning on Unsportsmanlike talking about 3 possibilities of teams that should go all out for Joe Burrow.
Michigan is still a premier job in college football.
That's not Dan Orlovsky. It is labeled Dan Orlovsky, but that is not Dan Orlovsky. Let's find out if the Pete Thamel cut is Dan Orlovsky.
Michigan is still
a
premier
job. No, that's not. That's the same cut.
Great start.
We are off to a phenomenal start.
Let's just go with Michigan first, and then we'll recycle and find out.
So let's do this. Obviously, this was a disturbing story involving Michigan. Sharon Moore was fired yesterday for cause after Michigan completed their investigation on him having an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Now, beyond that, later in the day, it was announced at 5 o'clock that he was being fired with cause. In other words, they're not paying him. Apparently around 4 o'clock yesterday, and there haven't been specific charges filed yet. But Sharon Moore reportedly tried to break into somebody's apartment, and it may have been the person that he was allegedly having an affair with, and there's all kinds of different things, and then he was arrested and was in custody last night, but they were unspecific on what the charges were. This is obviously getting out of hand. There were so many different rumors that it feels irresponsible to say what they are. I feel terrible for the young woman who is alleged to have had an affair, the staff member, and the wife as well, because obviously they are in the middle of this. Her name is now all over the place.
And her pictures and people judging.
Here is Pete Thamel, ESPN college football insider, on why Moore was fired.
This is something that's been percolating at Michigan for the last couple weeks. There was initial flurry of speculation and an early investigation that died down toward the end of the regular season. There had been a lot of uneasiness on the Michigan staff. Sources had told me Sharon Moore had been acting strange, berating assistant coaches, not acting in a normal way. Things had quieted within the last couple weeks and obviously percolated back up within the last week. And look, I've been around this for a long time. It is rare rare that you get a statement like the one Michigan had, being as explicit as they are, saying it was an inappropriate relationship with a staff member that led to Sharon Moore's firing. He would have been owed, Kevin, more than $12 million on the 3 years remaining on his initial contract. Michigan will not pay him that money as they're firing him for cause.
So Pete was on SportsCenter last night. We don't know the entire story of what's going on. What is clear is that this is a very troubling situation involving Sharon Moore.
Yeah, I mean, it's disappointing. You know, to think about Mel Tucker. He was given a great opportunity by Harbaugh. You know, leaving, had in his contract for him to become his predecessor. You know, and for him to fumble that is irresponsible. He let himself down, let his team down, let his family down, and now he has to face the consequences as this comes out. Clearly, if they fire you, they've done it with cause and they've done their research. So I'm not speculating here. The specifics I don't care about. The problem is we always complain and talk about how African Americans don't get opportunities. These are two examples of guys who've been given great opportunities. Michigan in football may be one of the best jobs in the country. I mean, it's definitely top 10. You know, and for him to fumble that bag is just, you know, a tragedy. But listen, the game moves on, programs move on. The one thing you find out when you get fired or you do something, that the sun will come out tomorrow and somebody else will be loving to take your place and take advantage of the opportunity that they're given. This is one of the best jobs out there. I'm curious to see, as we've kind of gone through the coaching circuit, like what names pop up. And I think a lot of them are probably going to be professional coaches and coordinators from the NFL, but I guarantee you there's some programs that's a little nervous right now.
Well, here is Pete on what could be next for Michigan. Again, college football insider Pete Thamel.
Michigan is still a premier job in college football, and they are going to have a good pool. They're going to have to act quickly. Obviously, the portal opens on January 2nd. You need to not only have a coach in place by then, but some semblance of a staff as well. They'd be unlikely to go after any playoff coaches. It's too much risk reward if a coach wins, a coach loses. Obviously, Kalen DeBoer has been bandied around on the old X machine as one of the top candidates. He's Alabama's head coach. That would appear to be unlikely from a timing perspective. But names like Jeff Brom, names like Eli Drinkwitz, former Michigan coordinator Jed Fish, former Michigan coordinator Jesse Minter, maybe even Clark Lee are a few of the names that will likely come into focus here at Michigan. Expect them to move quickly as the calendar demands it.
Candy brought this up this morning. He thinks if you can't go to Jesse Minter because of all the ties. Like Michigan has to move out of the Harbaugh era, so to speak.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the case. I mean, Mentor, people thinking he should get a head coaching job in the NFL. I mean, for him to go back and save Michigan, a lot of those players will respect him, might not lose a lot of guys to the portal. You know, you might have say, okay, well, we know him, we trust him. You know, for some of the seniors or some of the, you know, the juniors there, that's what you're trying to keep. Like, young guys going to always come because it's Michigan, they get the money, NIL. But you worry about the older guys that may be getting purged from Ohio State and some of your competition to try and weaken you.
Oh, the phone calls right now, even illegal contact with players.
Yeah.
I mean, those players on that roster are just being absolutely besieged by calls to join teams around the country right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Anyway, bizarre situation there. We will continue to keep you updated as more information comes along. Is the Orlovsky thing set? All right, so here's Orlovsky this morning on Unsportsmanlike. This was more about the Joe Burrow discussion and about teams that should be brainstorming on how to get him.
I'd be surprised if he was like, I don't want to play football anymore. He just seems like a guy that loves competition. He came back 3 weeks ago from injury because he was talking about a kid's game. I just think he's grown to a point where not only beyond frustrated in the now, beyond lack of belief for the future. Jets, Raiders, Steelers. Those would be the three that if I were those three organizations, I'm in a brainstorm meeting now. We are figuring out a way to propose a way to get Joe Burrow. And I don't necessarily care what it takes.
The Cincinnati Bengals will not trade Joe Burrow to the Steelers.
Yeah,
that will not happen.
They hate the Steelers more than they'll end their football program.
There's two definitive places that they wouldn't trade him, Pittsburgh and Cleveland.
Right.
They're not going to help Cleveland solve their problem of 35 years.
And see him in your division.
Yes, that's not going to happen. But who does he put right in there? The Jets.
We got assets, baby. You
have assets. I guess my question just becomes this. Does that immediately change everything? Because we've talked about that before, but this is still someone that would be in their prime as opposed to Aaron Rodgers, who wasn't in his prime.
Yeah, this is a guy that's not even reached the height of his superpowers. And the big issue in Cincinnati was the fact that he got hit so much that they never fixed that problem.
People forget about the fact that in that Super Bowl year, he was sacked almost 60 times throughout the playoffs.
I mean,
I'm talking about regular season and playoffs altogether.
Yeah, I mean, the Jets have bad quarterbacks and they don't get sacked as much, right? So imagine a guy that knows how to get the ball out, that knows that you can't blitz him, that knows how to run an offense, work the snap count, and that's a straight up winner. I mean, he deserves a Nobel Peace Prize for taking the Cincinnati Bengals to the Super Bowl. What can he do for the Jets?
Again, I want you to listen to Burrow and how his temperament sounds about playing football in Cincinnati.
No, it certainly doesn't change my desire to win. You know, if I want to keep doing this, I have to have fun doing it. You know, I've been through a lot, and if it's not fun, then what am I doing it for? So that's the mindset I'm trying to bring to the table. I'm not sure there was a singular moment or of time. It's just a reflection on a lot of things that I've done and been through in my career. I think I've been through more than most, and it's certainly not easy on the brain or the body. So just trying to have fun doing it again.
Well, we can help you with the hits on the brain because we got a good offensive line. But it's also ironic that he wants to talk about having fun after his ass threw 2 pivotal interceptions. Like now you want to talk about how, guess what? It wasn't fun when we were beating Buffalo. We would have still been alive, especially because the Ravens lost. And you play the Ravens this week. You know, it would have been fun to kind of, you know, get that hard victory. But now that we lost, we're essentially done. Barbecue chicken, finito. And that's all because of you, because we were winning by 10 points in the fourth. And you jacked that up by throwing. You could have threw an interception. Yeah, you had to throw the pick six. Can you grab the guy by the ankle? Can you hold on tight?
Is Joe Burrow playing for the Cincinnati Bengals this time next year?
They're going to try. I think they're going to do everything to tell him we got a plan. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to get the defense right. We're going to get the offensive line.
And then if they don't, I feel the same way you do.
I
feel like after the year after,
he's done.
In 27,
that's what I'm saying.
Like he got one more chance.
That's what I'm saying. So 2027, we got 3 first-round draft picks. So let's just sit there and let's not panic. Let's not go out and get Mendoza. Let's just go back and build our football team and let them 3-3 sit there. Next year, give up two for Joe Burrow. And have at it, baby.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. Get your comments in there. We'd like to make some money. We'll do that next on ESPN New York.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back. I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer, continuing D'Agostino and Associates' legacy of helping the injured for over 35 years. My father, John D'Agostino, built this injury firm to help accident victims.
This is John D'Agostino, and this is a family firm. For us, it's about doing what's right and making sure somebody pays for your pain. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-BITE-BACK.
They call me The Closer because big or small, in court or out, I'm fighting to get the job done, to win, to get you every dollar you deserve.
D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Discover a driving experience crafted to inspire. At Garden City Mazda, exceptional design and sophisticated performance come together during the Mazda More to Move You sales event. Lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5 for just $229 a month at Garden City Mazda.
Hey, it's Michael Kay, talking to you about my friends at PC Richard & Son. They're local, family-owned, and I trust them, and you can too. Right now, save on all holiday gifts for everyone on your list. And with their holiday price guarantee, your price is protected. If the price goes lower from now through December 24th, they will match it. You can't beat it. Plus, you get fast and free delivery. PC Richard & Son, the company you could trust for over 116 years. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
When equipment breaks down and operations come to a halt, every single second counts. So why is your maintenance team spending 60% of their time doing anything but turning wrenches? MaintainX is the AI-powered maintenance and asset management system that helps your team get back to actually fixing breakdowns. No more searching for manuals. No more hunting down parts. No more drowning in paperwork. With MaintainX, your team can access manuals from anywhere, create new procedures in minutes, and turn voice notes into clear and complete work order feedback. What used to take hours now only takes minutes. Keep your operations moving, not your paperwork. Join over 11,000 maintenance teams that are already fixing more and filing less. Try MaintainX for free today. Go to maintainx.com/AI. That's maintain and the letter x.com/AI.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
ESPN New York is throwing a holiday party you don't want to miss. Join us this Friday at your mother's house in Garden City. We'll be broadcasting the Michael K. Show live from 1 to 3, followed by Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg from 3 to 7, all while supporting a great cause. Bring a toy to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation and help make the season brighter for local kids in need. It's the ESPN New York Holiday Party this Friday. Brought to you by Spiked Aid, Security Dodge, Amazon Pickup, and ESPN New York.
I did not have this in the plans. Bart and I, during the break, watching TikTok videos of an animal rescue where the dogs are picking the people, and they're supposed to the people picking the dogs.
Yeah. How bad is your
I'm going to cry.
Yeah. How bad is your spirit if the dog no dog picks you? Like you know, like how they have like these dating things where they pop the red balloon?
Yeah.
What if now like you see the same brother, yo man, we had 10 litters in here and you ain't got picked yet. You're a bad person.
I bring this up because my ex-partner who is with us now, Joe Fortenbaugh, is heavily involved in animal charities. Like I was basically in tears during the break watching this.
Yeah.
Hand up, gentlemen. Wasn't really paying attention to what you were just talking about. I was trying to fire off an email to shockingly to the ESPN radio department. I figure I can get this email fired off before I join these guys.
Was the email going to say, when are these jokers going to get to me here?
Yeah, because usually we go on and on and on for like, I got about 5 minutes before they actually ask me something.
The email essentially said, I need to free up some time Thursday mornings, and I think I know what I can cut.
All right, screw it. We won't talk about animal rescue, Joe. Instead, let's talk about the Falcons and Buccaneers tonight. I'm so fired up for that matchup.
Oh, God, that's the game?
Big one. Great game tonight. Absolutely great game. Big surprise, Joe Fortenbaugh likes the under. And that's going to just shock everybody, considering how many unders I tend to play in these games. But you look at the way these two match up, and Bart will be able to break this down better than me, but Atlanta's weakness is their ability to defend the run. But their strength is their ability to defend the pass. Well, here comes Tampa Bay. They're getting healthier at wide receiver. You got an opportunity where you might be able to throw tonight, but Baker Mayfield has been miserable since week 7, I think. If you go back to that, and you look at advanced metrics like EPA and elsewhere, his stats have completely plummeted. I mean, the miss with Egbuka last week for the touchdown, whoever you want to blame that on, this offense has been all out of sorts. I think it's 1-4 straight up, 0-5 against the spread last 5 weeks. They've really struggled. Now, on the other side, you take Drake London off that Atlanta offense, what are they going to be able to do? The numbers are putrid. They want to run the ball, but that's the strength of the Tampa Bay defense. They defend the run well. You want to be able to throw on them to beat them. So ultimately, I see both teams, and I'm also concerned a little bit about the field. If you watched 4 days ago on Sunday, the Buccaneers hosted the Saints at Raymond James in that downpour. That thing got torn up pretty good. Mm-hmm. So I'd be looking to under 44.5. I think Mayfield throws an interception tonight. I'm under on the Mike Evans props. I think receiving yards is 40.5. He might be coming back, but I don't think they're going to use him a lot here. You have Egbuka, you have Godwin. On the other side, I think that's pretty much where I landed. There, I got tipped off on a wide receiver from Atlanta, last name Sims. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to break down his whole background. I have no idea. I just know the receiving yardage is right around 20.5 for the prop, and with London out, they're going to need to get the ball to some people, and that's the prop some of the guys I know like.
So why not Sims, the guy that we couldn't even – Sills, David Sills. Why the guy that we could not identify if he was sitting in front of us right now eating a sandwich?
Yeah, you might not be able to identify him. You might not know anything about him, but bet him. Bet him aggressively. I'm kidding on the last part. It's a prop I like. We're not going to go overboard with it, but that's kind of where we stand for tonight. The weekend is where it gets wild. I've been very selective NFL-wise. Big boy, you know this. You hit me up every Sunday. We've been very selective the last few weeks. I got a very robust card. Is there any game specifically you would like to start with here?
Well, it is an excellent card, and this is just kind of a philosophical question I had, and it's just tied to.
Okay.
Well,
sure.
Now listen. All right, you know what? If you just want to go into the winners, we can do that. But I do the bigger stories. Like I just wonder, like how people are going to start to look at Shedeur Sanders props. That just based on him being one of the bigger stories in the league right now, and how they're going to start treating him after he had a big game last week.
Yeah, that's a good question. I do like the Browns this week plus the 7.5, and I'll try to kind of answer your question in a roundabout way while also handicapping this. Number one, there's 5 or 6 games that are going to have weather concerns this weekend. The Philadelphia game, the Giants game, the Patriots game, the Chicago game is going to be very, very cold with some wind. So make sure you're paying attention to all that stuff because that can really kill a passing game if you have high winds, like we should have in Chicago. So you're catching 7.5 points in a game where the total's only 38.5. Think about that. Like, as an underdog, if you're getting 7.5 in a game where the total's 58, that's not worth nearly as much as it is right here. Here's the problem for Cleveland, and I like Cleveland in the game. The offensive line's really banged up. You could be without 2 starters. And if Shedeur's on the road with a banged-up offensive line, young quarterback, that could spell doom. But on the other side, the Bears are banged up in the secondary. Cleveland's defense, despite the fact that it got torn up last week, tends to be pretty good. I don't think the Bears are going to be able to do a whole lot of throwing in this game, so I think it's going to be a bit of a rock fight. For the Shedeur props, I would imagine going over is going to be risky just because of the weather. Now, to answer your question, if we were in a dome this week, we'd start to look at some of these props as he blows up, and we'd probably think about going the other way. Maybe the books inflate the lines. We find value going the other way. But ultimately, because of the weather, I'm not expecting a lot of offense here. I do like the Browns plus the 7.5.
I've got about 10 questions.
I just have to go to the – I want to go to the real one. You know what we want to know. We want to talk – I want to know what's the prop bet for Phillip Rivers to throw over 100 yards.
Fantastic question right there. I knew we were going to get to it at some point. This is it's sweeping the nation, how absurd this is. Now Cam Newton's out there publicly wondering why he didn't get the phone call. This is great. Like every which way we can talk about a 14-point underdog, we have to do it. We have to do it, and that's where we are right now. First off, is he starting? Is he playing? That's one of the big questions here because the sports books, everyone I've talked to on this game, trying to put an accurate power ranking on this game, which is what bookmakers and professional bettors do, very impossible. Guy hasn't played in 5 years, 44 years of age. I'm in my mid-40s. I can't bend over to tie my shoes. Like, what can we expect in a game like this in Seattle against that defense? And, oh, by the way, on top of it, Indianapolis is going to be down both corners in Sauce Gardner and Trevarius Ward, and probably down DeVorest Buckner as well. Like, this is where Seattle would roll. Anything short of 14, I'm making the bet. But the Rivers markets haven't really been posted anywhere yet because, A, we're not sure if he's starting, and B, bookmakers are still trying to figure out, like, how they want to handicap him. I can't expect much here. That would be my thought. Any props would be very low. I would go look at the Max Brosmer props from a couple weeks ago when they were in Seattle catching 13 points, and I would start with those numbers and work a little bit off that. I think that's a good indicator for what we're dealing with here.
Just give me a couple of headlines, a couple of, treetops here on what you love Sunday with this robust card, as you said. This way I don't have to text you Sunday morning.
It's juicy.
No, of course. And rather than specifically have to phrase a question to get to a game, just ask it very generally. Hey, talk about the card this weekend.
Yeah.
And I'll just sit here for 5 minutes and do nothing.
Right. I'll fire off an email to ESPN radio exec saying, why are we still having Fortenbaugh on?
Exactly. And it all came back to that. Very nicely done. That's the genius of the big fella right there. The callback joke, throwing it in my face. I would play Buffalo over the Patriots.
Okay.
Historically, home teams off a bye tend to be overvalued in the market. Like, we'll always talk about that advantage. Hey, they're at home, they're coming off a bye, this is huge. Yeah, it is an advantage, but it gets over-factored into the line. Last 10 years, home teams off a bye are like 42% against the spread. So it's over-accounted for. If you look at New England's record, they've been great this year. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure Bart agrees with me on this because I've sat next to him for how many Fridays where he shakes his head about the Patriots. Like, look at the quarterbacks they've beaten this year. Yeah. It's a bunch of rookies and backups and dudes who lost their job. Now, people will point out, well, they did beat Josh Allen. Yeah, in a game where the Bills had 11 penalties and 3 turnovers, and that game still came down to a game-winning field goal. So I would play the Bills in that game. Not exactly a treetop. I got to move faster here. Philadelphia and the Raiders, I would look to the Raiders plus the 11.5. Very simple handicap. Raiders play a lot of zone defense. Jalen Hurts stinks against zone defense. I don't see them covering 11.5 there. I would play under 41.5 Chargers-Chiefs. I'd lay it with the Chiefs as well. Chargers short week, offensive line banged up. That offense has stunk since Joe Alt went down. That was more Philly losing it than the Chargers winning it. If the game gets to 3, I'm playing Washington over the Giants. Mariota's actually been better this year than Jaden Daniels, but everyone's waiting for the 3. I told you about Seattle. I like Green Bay over Denver. The way Green Bay plays defense, a lot of single high safety. Jordan Love is one of the best in the NFL against single high safety. They should have a lot of success moving the ball. Some over money coming in that game as well. A lot of people think that's going to be an under. Over money coming in Packers-Broncos. If it gets to 3, I play the Saints over the Panthers. I lean a little bit to the Cowboys. And then the Niners team total is like 28.5. I think their offense hangs a huge number this weekend. So I play that team total as well. Boom, that's a lot of bets right there. That's how you do it.
Bang, love it. And I really do miss, and this happened at least 4 times in our year plus together, where I would go and make a point for a good 30 seconds to which Joe would say, hand up, no idea what you said. And I missed that.
Yeah, I got to get better at that. I actually got caught on TV doing that a few weeks ago on the Fantasy Football Show. They came to me for a question I was not expecting, and I had a monitor in front of me, and one of those London games was on. It was the Colts game. It went overtime. Your boy was heavily invested in the teaser leg there. And they asked me the question. I looked up, and I started talking, and I realized 2 sentences in I wasn't going to be able to BS my way out of it, and I just stopped. And I went, hand up. I've been watching that Colts game. No idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, but this is the point. The fact that you would own up to it is even better than trying to cover it like I would do and doing it in a clumsy fashion.
So everybody out there.
The first rule of class is to let people know you have class. And I very much have class. I want people to know that.
So either we're going to have a great Christmas or we're going to get cold for the kids.
Oh, we're having a great Christmas. I need optimism out of you, buddy. I'm going to see you tomorrow. I need a lot of optimism. I need big feelings from everybody. We can't be sitting here talking about Cole. We're coming in with positive vibes. This is going to be a great weekend.
Okay, let's talk Mets baseball. We'll see you, Joe. Thanks.
Oh, my God, the chaos. All the Mets fans in Bristol at ESPN are just furious with all of this. It is hilarious.
Flames it is. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
See you, boys.
Joe Fortenbaugh, ESPN betting analyst. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, high noon in moments.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Listen up, football fans. Ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. TNCs apply. In-app only.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
New York Lottery's holiday scratch-off games are the perfect gift for everyone on your list.
Like me, your Aunt Jules. I told you I didn't need a gift this year, but I secretly really want one.
Or me, your neighbor Frank. I hope you didn't forget I'm coming to your holiday party tonight.
Or me. Why does no one ever think of the voiceover guy? Anyway, New York Lottery's holiday scratch-off games have more winners and top prizes up to $5,000. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bath Fitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Plus, a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Too much on your list this season? Get 50% off your first 6 months of payroll at gusto.com/radio. Gusto saves you 2 days every month on payroll, taxes, and compliance. So you can go from making payroll to making gingerbread houses, checking your books to decking the halls, spreadsheets to snow angels. Switch before the end of the year and there's no need to transfer payroll history. Now that's a reason to be merry. Choose a future with Gusto and get more time for what matters. For a limited time, get 50% off your first 6 months at gusto.com/radio.
Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
That's where you should be watching the show right now. It is noon on Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. He is Bartholomew Anthony Scott. And this being noon, what does that mean?
It's the power hour, 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 hour.
You look strained at the end.
Yeah, because I was going high octave. The owl was extra gargly today. Ow!
Yeah. A little more gravel in there today. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A little more gravel in there today
Like
for
DMX.
sure.
Where my dog's at? I'm right here, dog.
All right, let's go to high noon.
It's high noon.
My name is Sam Chisholm. I'm a duly sworn
Sam Chisholm.
officer of the
Yeah,
Court
baby, I
Wichita
like it.
County.
You took us 10, 13 weeks. We finally got it on call, though.
High noon, of course, 3 topics that we will, in theory, disagree on. We'll find out if that actually is true or not. Or, if Bart changes his answer from this morning, we'll see. We're just going to all let it fly.
I don't remember what I said this morning.
Well, we're about to find out. Let's get to it.
Round 1, fight. What is the Mets' priority now?
Got to get a bat. Got to get some flexibility. Somebody to replace all those runs and RBIs that we got from Pete Alonso. I think we got to go out there. We got to get us some Tucker or some Brickman to replace that output offensively.
See, for me, this is pretty easy. Like, the fact that you have lost who you have lost does not mean I have to overreact to those positions. And I already had Devin Williams in place. I'm sticking to what my plan was. And my plan was to go and get starting pitching. So I need to go and get really high-end starting pitching, at least one, if that's Valdez, if that's Tariq Skubal to make a trade for and then pay. That's what I'm going to do. Because that will ultimately make a much bigger difference. The Mets need a couple of starting pitchers so that they are not one of these teams that is running their bullpen into the ground last year. 3rd most bullpen innings in baseball.
Well, what about the young boys? We got the young boys coming up. Tong.
We're going to ask all these young guys to make this difference right now. I think that's asking a lot.
Ain't that what we asked them last year when we were trying to make that run?
Down the stretch of the season, that's because they didn't have a choice. They can't be in the position of not having a choice again. That's a problem.
But shut up, Slitler.
Look at Joe Leo jumping.
Yeah, Slitler. There we go. Hey, you got your ass sent home, too. They're cheating. They're stealing signs. Home run.
We made the playoffs.
Home run.
Because that's what the goal is for the Yankees now, to make the playoffs.
Let's win
set the bar.
Let's win one series and then get our ass kicked.
Let's get those 93 wins. We'll go from there.
Look, I'm just telling you what the organization's telling us.
Exactly. And then you just never know what can happen in the playoffs.
Round 2, fight. Is it possible to overpay for Joe Burrow?
This is in relation to the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to overpay in terms of what you would give up for a trade for Joe Burrow?
Hell yeah. Don't be no dummy. Don't give up no 5 first-round draft picks for Joe Burrow. That'd be malpractice. Because you got a lot more. First of all, he going to eat up all that $207,000 that you think you're going to have. He going to eat some of that up. And you got other people you need to address. Yeah, man, I still need to be able to get some young, cheap talent. And I'm going to do that with my 2nd-round draft picks and my 1st-round draft picks. I give you 3. Maybe. I get 3 in the possible. I give you 3 in the pass rush. You're going to need a pass rush because you'll lose Trey Henderson, right? All right. It's been real, McDonald. No, it's been real, Jermaine. Go ahead and take him.
Who was the Jets' last real quarterback?
Vinny Testaverde.
And that was a season that I think we could both agree was seemingly out of nowhere. You never expected him to have that kind of a year as he did when he took him to the AFC Championship game. Is that fair?
Fair enough.
I don't think they can overpay.
Okay.
I don't think it's possible. And I guess I would ask this question. Knowing what you know right now, would you have traded Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner for Joe Burrow, independent of anything else? That's a lot.
Yeah.
Would you have done it?
Yeah.
I would have too. So that's why I don't know that it's possible to overpay. But if it actually cost me 4 first-round picks,
4?
I might do it.
Well, 4 ain't 5. I'm saying there's no way I'm paying 5.
But I'm saying that if I'm the Cincinnati Bengals, if I'm going to try to justify to my fan base trading away the quarterback that took us to a Super Bowl, I have to get a ridiculous return. And that would be a ridiculous return. 5 first-round picks would be a Herschel Walker type return for Burrow. And now Jet fans will say, you can't do that because he's going to go and get hurt, and this is what he does in his career. Okay, but if you want to just continue to not take chances, at some point it's got to work out, and that is about, to me, as low risk of a chance as you can take. If I'm giving up 5 first-round picks over 2 years, it's not like I'm doing it over 5 years like this is the NBA where I won't have one for the next 12 years. You know what I mean?
You think he don't like winning or losing? He wants it to be fun. How about losing and being a disappointment? Just another quarterback that was great that came to New York and got his ass kicked. You got to need some assets to build his team so he can have some pieces.
But what does every quarterback in the NFL have? Confidence.
I get that.
Confidence. And
he's been had confidence.
But if you have the chance to come and be the guy,
I get
that turns it around for the New York Jets. Why do you think Aaron Rodgers came here in the first place?
All right.
Besides wanting to get out of Green Bay.
All right, so let's get rid of half the Knicks roster for Giannis then. See how that works out.
I'm just saying.
Little
different.
When you switch it to that foosball, that basketball, not that foosball, they're going to be laughing at you, man. Don't be one of these things like the Jets got again. Then he mess around and on that good old Jets turf. I tell you what, y'all sign him. Y'all better tell. I don't care what the Giants say. We putting grass in, brother.
Round 3, fight. Does a stuffed bagel sound appetizing?
So here's the deal. Anthony Pusick sent me this for Carlin's Corner Table, which has been on a bit of a brief hiatus for the last couple of weeks, primarily out of scheduling concerns. Trust me, you'll get the audio version tomorrow, and you will get a strong turnout come the new year. Big fella's got some football games he's got to call, and let's just say I don't have time to be running all over the tri-state area at the moment, okay? All right? You want to step up? You want to get the job done? You want to kick a couple of bucks my way? We'll find a time. Find a time. Anyway, point being is this. Anthony Pusick sent me this text. There is a place in New York City. It is called Moonrise Bagels. And they sell, Moonrise Bagels. Moonrise Bagels. And they sell stuffed bagels. The two things they stuff them with, 1, bacon, egg, and cheese. 2, a Reuben. Does that sound appetizing to you?
No, I don't like stuffed nothing. I don't like stuffed crust pizzas. I don't like that thing where they cut out the middle of French bread and drop this big old piece of meat in it. I don't like none of that. Listen, I don't need the stuffing. You know what I'm saying? If I mess up something that's already good, if I want something on it, I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm going to put my proportions on it. I'm going to make my sandwich the way I want. I don't even like how they be trying to put everything in dumplings, stuff everything in the dumplings. Oh, we got a Reuben dumpling. No, man. It's only a couple things supposed to be inside of those things, man. You messing it up, B.
See, here's the thing. I kind of agree, but I'm intrigued. I don't like others to control what my distribution of butter or cream cheese or anything when it comes to bagels. Because to me, with bagels, most times they either give you way too little or they give you 4 pounds of it. Whatever it is, whether it's butter or cream cheese.
Are they hot?
And they never find it quite right. So in a stuffed bagel, am I going to get overwhelmed with the bacon, egg, and cheese in it?
Man, that stuffed crust that used to be at Pizza Hut, horrible. That cheese.
They have it at Domino's now. John, you bring this up with John Winthrop, he will throw fists with you at the right now.
I hate it. Listen,
now.
My crust is there to stop the overflow of my ingredients from spilling over. It want to keep it all inside. That's what my crust is for.
You know what I'll do if I want more cheese? I'll ask for extra cheese.
Yes.
That's what I'll do.
I mean, the crazy part is pizza is already 3% cheese. I mean, what, 50% cheese?
It's more than 3%. What pizza are you having?
No cheese. Margarita pizza.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? It's already 50, 60% cheese, but I need to put it in the crust. And then it'd be all like that big white cheese, and it don't look right. It look like that cheese that they have, like when the string cheese, like they just put it in there and melted it in the oven.
Well, that's what they did. They took 8 pieces of string cheese, wrapped it up in the crust, and put it in the oven. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Stretch right, nothing.
Joe Leo, where are you on stuffed crust pizza? Stuffed anything.
I'm more with Bart where stuffed anything, I could kind of take it or leave it. For 15-year-old me loves stuffed crust pizza.
Yeah.
Now, not so much. I'm good.
Ray?
I don't understand your hate for stuffed crust.
This is horrible.
Part of the pizza that
it's too much cheese in it.
Most people throw away. They don't even eat it.
It's too much
so
cheese.
So they just did something to make you want to eat it.
You know the best thing.
This question. Do most people?
I don't know what type of people you eat. Pieces you eat.
A fine amount of people, or children.
Yeah.
Listen, I like to take it, and if you got some even if you don't got a Papa John pizza, you got some of that butter. I like to dip my crust there. Or I think the genius idea was the crust that comes off that's pretzel crust with the little salt on the end. Pull that off and eat that like a pretzel.
Or the odd pepper thrown in your box.
Yeah, that is odd. That's just Papa John's, though, isn't it?
Well,
why are you throwing a pepper in my box? What the hell am I supposed to do with that?
It's always so wet. It's always like full of juice. I like it. Listen, I like.
I mean, that dude who started Papa John's, I think we could all say he's had some questionable judgment over the years, and it's not just limited to the pepper.
I like banana pepper.
But I would not leave that out.
I like banana peppers on my pizza anyway. I like that sweet heat.
All right, Bart and Carlin. I'm going to go to Moonrise Bagels, and I'm going to do this for Carlin's Corner Table. It is another one of those places, and I meant to bring this up to you, too. Hang on. It's another one of those places like Salt Hank's where they serve it until they run out.
No, that's fine.
And then that's when they close. Salt Hank's got a new sandwich. Second sandwich.
They do?
Yeah.
What is it? It can't be beef. It got to be something different. Chicken and pork.
It is on a garlic roll. It is a chicken vodka parm.
I knew it was something. I knew it had to be chicken because you can't go double beef.
No, you can't do that. It is a chicken vodka parm.
I like to see them make something out of some type of hickory bacon, like bacon that's not like actually like you go to restaurants, you get the bacon steaks now where it's a little thick. You know what I mean? So it's not crispy, and you put it there instead of a BLT, make a better BLT with thick hickory smoked bacon.
lot of heat coming in right now on the ESPN New York chat over on the YouTube page in reference to the stuffed crust, and I would say 9 out of 10 cannot stand stuffed crust pizza.
I can't. It's horrible. It's like it's like they put string cheese and rolled it up. It's too much cheese.
I mean, and then of course everybody is just pointing to the fact that you like this Detroit pizza, which is just like,
oh, that's amazing
crap.
Papa Do's, baby,
please.
Papa Do's. Get your fork and knife, baby.
It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. That was today's edition of High Noon. Now we get back to some football. Are the Giants going to screw this up? Think about where we are right now. The Giants, at the moment, have the number 1 pick in the draft. We have been here before, where they have the opportunity to control the draft. We've been here in Daniel Jones' first season when they had a chance to get the number 1 overall pick and potentially get Chase Young. Now, as we know, the Chase Young part of this did not necessarily work out. But that wasn't even the biggest concern in getting it. The idea was, will you be able to control the draft?
Yep.
Last year, same opportunity. Get the number 1 pick. What happens? You beat the Indianapolis Colts in a meaningless game at the end of the season, and you end up with the 3rd overall pick. The Giants, granted, have been very fortunate that Jackson Dart looks like he's the real deal. Would they be better with Cam Ward right now? I don't know. I don't know how you'd feel about Cam Ward. I think he'd look a little bit different than he does down in Tennessee, but I believe in his ability. The point is simply this: options, ability to go and do what you want with the pick. The Giants, should they secure the number 1 overall pick, would control the draft. And that's what you need to be able to do when you are in this position. It's not necessarily about they need to get their quarterback. Yeah. They may have that already. This is more about they need to fill in all of those other places around him, and they need more players. And we're already talking about the draft if you look at what's going on with the Giants, because they're talking about O-line, They're talking about wide receiver.
Yeah.
You can address a few spots if you do this the right way.
Somebody's going to be desperate for a quarterback. Somebody's going to give you 2 first-round draft picks this year. Could be Cleveland. And Cleveland could be right there with you. Here's your issue. Like, they're going to screw this up. The Giants are going to win these next 3 games. And when you think about, Kafka's trying to show, look how we won our way out. I mean, you're going to play a Daniel Jones, Jayden Daniels-less Washington team that's sputtering. I mean, Jordan Jefferson can't get a ball to him that he can even work with in Minnesota. I don't even know who the backup is there. At this point,
Brosmer, who Joe was talking about earlier.
They're to their third string. Wentz, McCourty, and then you got the debacle there, the Vegas. Vegas ain't going to mess up the assignment. I'm thinking that the Giants are going to win 3 games, and the Giants are going to end up probably around 10th outside of the top 10, potentially. I mean, because you look at the schedules, you got Arizona right there. I think the Jets are in prime position to be like the number 2 pick.
So if you're the Giants at this moment and you have the easiest part of your schedule, in theory, in front of you, how are you going to be treating this? I mean, we don't expect players to go out and intentionally try to lose the game. We certainly expect a head coach who is trying to keep the job to try to go win games.
But you know what you do? Sexy Dexy, you're a little banged up. You've been hurt all year. It's all good. Carter, you've been late. We're just going to go ahead and shut you down for the rest of the year, man. We're going to put you in leadership council classes or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to send you on Outward Bound.
You know what I'm saying? Scared straight, something. You know what I'm saying? What you start doing is start sitting guys and start, Burns is trying to go for some personal record probably for sacks. So you can't mess with him. But Thibodeau, you're a little hurt, right? What you talking about, Coach? I say you're a little hurt, right? Yeah, I'm hurt, Coach.
We're trying to bang you up here.
Yeah.
Trying to get you traded out of here and get something for you.
Exactly. I'm not about to lose that. Arizona, right? Arizona has the Texans, going to lose that one. They could beat the Falcons, and they got the Bengals. And then, of course, they got the Rams, but that's going to be an ass kicking. So, I mean, they got 3 wins. So you look at their schedule, they should lose. They might be able to win 1. So if they get 5, the Jets don't want to win 5. The Jets need to just stay at 3. You know what I'm saying? And if Arizona gets 5, gets 4, I don't know who gets the tiebreaker. But that's really what you're worried about.
It all comes down to the strength of schedule at that point, right? Right now, the Giants have the number 1 pick because they have the weakest schedule with the worst record.
Right, but we know that's going to change. Yeah. There's no way they're going to look Washington in the face and say that y'all going to beat us. There's no way. Now, okay, the Raiders have the Giants, so that's ironic. But the Raiders are definitely going to lose to Philly. They're going to lose to Houston. They're going to lose to Kansas City. So, I mean, they only have 2 wins. So they might get 3 wins. It's going to be interesting. Like, it's going to be a lot of 3-win teams that may get an opportunity to do something.
Which of these teams do you think that they have to be most concerned with if they are trying to get the pick? Is it Tennessee? You mentioned the Raiders. Is it Cleveland? New Orleans? I don't think Washington, even though you have Jayden Daniels out.
Well, like to your point, like the Saints beat Tampa Bay last week.
I know.
They beat a good team. They're playing
the Jets too still, right?
Right. They're playing the Jets. So I think that's gonna be the tiebreaker there. The Jets lose to them. I think the Jets solidifies top 3. Tennessee's interesting, right? Because they won last week.
Mm-hmm.
But Tennessee's interesting as well because they don't need a quarterback, but they can be saying the same thing. If we lose, we can get a bunch of assets because somebody's going to want to come up for this.
Now, Tennessee has left at San Francisco, Kansas City.
Nope.
New Orleans.
Yep.
At Jacksonville, Week 18, which might mean nothing.
It's crazy how these bad teams play each other.
These are going to be some of the more intriguing.
Yeah, the Titans and the Saints playing a lot of the people that they're trying to get the first round pick from.
Saints are playing Saints are playing Carolina, the Jets at Tennessee, and at Atlanta.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody was a little bit invested in the under on the Saints at 3.5. Can we help a brother out this week? Carolina, Jets, Seriously, Jets, if you're just going to win one game, just win the damn Saints game, please.
See, but once again, the Saints go diabolical when they play against somebody within their division. So they might go do it diabolical and get that win against the Panthers.
Giants have to make sure that they get this number 1 pick.
I don't think they even come close. I don't think the Giants.
They may not.
The Giants aren't going to be in the top 5.
They may not be. They have to make sure they get this number 1 pick. Bart, you can't continually be in this position and continually screw it up. You can't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have the chance to really load up on assets and make yourself better with what this is going to look like, I don't care who the GM is at that point. You have to do it. You may have struck gold.
Because it could be Cleveland. If it's how crazy is that, though? Like, if Shedeur tears it up, this is what Stefanski is afraid of. If Shedeur tears it up, the people love Shedeur so much in Cleveland. Like he's the most searched athlete in the NFL. Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, the backup to the backup quarterback in the Cleveland Browns.
I still don't understand where you're going on this, and let's have more of a discussion about Shedeur, because I really don't. Man, I don't get it. Let's talk about it. It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm, and I'm proud to be a part of that legacy. I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and like my father, I fight to get justice for the injured.
The hustle and grit of these streets shaped me. I'm John D'Agostino, and from the concrete to the courtroom, I built this injury firm 35 years ago to get accident victims justice. So call my team first, 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
You want justice? Think Jenna D'Agostino. Think D'Agostino & Associates. Justice isn't just a word. For us, it's a way of life. It's having compassion for your struggle and getting you paid for your pain. Now that's justice. D'Agostino & Associates means being there for the injured.
Seriously injured? Call my team first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your
your last chance to donate for 2025. Last chance. Donate now for a 2025 tax deduction.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
The post-career day press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown!
Yes!
Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
He's a fan, he's a fan, he's a fan. He's a certified fan. Say, Drake, I hate you like a young. But they ever go to Cell Block 1.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's a Super Bowl halftime show. How can he not be a bigger troll?
Because he was just doing it. He did it in front of a big audience. Who you think you seen more? The Super Bowl? No, you're right. That more people seen the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But more people going to see this documentary. You only watch the Super Bowl once. People going to watch this documentary 2-3 times, tell their friends to watch it. This documentary going to be on Netflix for the iteration of Netflix. They try to get Netflix to take it off. He's like, nope. It's our best hit. Yeah, 50 did research. He went and did a media blitz about the documentary.
You know what?
Sure it was on ABC.
Here's what I haven't seen: 50 without a smile on his face in weeks.
He like, and sent me flowers. And and the thing is, Puffy can't beat him in a fight. So ain't nothing worse than somebody doing something to you can't beat him in a fight.
ESPN New York holiday party is almost here. What's a great tie-in right there.
Mm-hmm.
Both the Michael K. Show, Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg are bringing the holiday cheer at your mother's house in Garden City Park, Long Island. That's tomorrow, December 12th. We're once again collecting unwrapped toy donations this year to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation. It all kicks off at 1 o'clock tomorrow, December the 12th, at your mother's house. For more information and to purchase VIP access, check out the ESPN New York app. It's brought to you by Amazon Pickup, Security Dodge, and Spiked Aid, made for big city social stamina.
It feels so much better in here. I can't believe y'all played me like that, man.
I didn't do anything with the temperature.
I got a Scully on, a hoodie on, and somebody had the air on to 65.
I didn't touch it today.
65.
See? You could probably see my nipples through my shirt if you tried.
Yeah, man.
I told you it's cold enough, but I didn't do it. Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
I blame Ray.
It's going to be too hot here in 10 minutes. I'm going to go turn that down.
Oh, they set it to 70.
Ryan in Sleepy Hollow is up next. Ryan, what's going on?
It's Brian, but it's okay.
That's all right. Okay. Thanks, Brian.
Hear me
what's
out
up?
here. Hear me out
Our screener
here.
got a miracle ear.
Who was the last Jet quarterback to win a Super Bowl?
Joe Namath.
What
Did you
was
think we
his
were
first
struck
name?
with that?
Okay, Joe. I get it. They're both named Joe. That must be it.
Oh, okay.
Did he wear? Was he flamboyant? Did he wear like fur coats and stuff?
Yes, that must be the difference.
Aha.
All right. So
you need a flamboyant.
What I'm proposing is, supposedly Namath, made a pact with the devil for us to win.
I think so.
So maybe we have some sort of we get Joe here. We have some sort of eyes wide shut type ceremony. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe the old Joe gets sacrificed to the devil, and maybe I'll do that for a championship.
Yeah, this the Omen.
I'm glad you'll do it. I don't know if Joe will do it.
What is it? What is this? The Omen? He's Damien.
Yeah. you got to do what you got to do sometimes, you know?
Listen, Namath has come out and
maybe we sacrifice his fur coat. Maybe we sacrifice his fur coat. Let's do that.
There is a lot to talk about with this, because if Burrow really is as unhappy as he comes across right now, I mean, everybody's got things going on in their life, okay? Listen to Joe Burrow again. This is from yesterday, talking about where he is in his career and why he's trying to have more fun playing football.
No, it certainly doesn't change my desire to win. If I want to keep doing this, I have to have fun doing it. I've been through a lot, and if it's not fun, then what am I doing it for? So that's the mindset I'm trying to bring to the table. I'm not sure there was a singular moment or of time. It's just a reflection on a lot of things that I've done and been through in my career. I think I've been through more than most, and it's certainly not easy on the brain or the body. So just trying to have fun doing it again.
Most people have been in the position where they have been unhappy going to work at one point or another in their life. And, I'm just going to share this real quick. It's Adam Schefter just put this out within the last minute or two. Steelers outside linebacker T.J. Watt is at the hospital undergoing medical evaluation of his lung.
Oh, wow.
T.J. Watt is currently in a local hospital. This is from the Steelers. Currently in a local hospital for further medical evaluation of his lung after experiencing discomfort at the practice facility on Wednesday. He will not be at practice on Thursday. His status for Monday night's game against Miami is in question. Coach Tomlin will provide more updates at the appropriate time.
Well, praying for him. Hopefully everything's okay.
Yeah.
More importantly, just hopefully it's not something with his breathing. You don't want to speculate, but
anyway,
anything dealing with the lungs and stuff like that.
The point on Burrow is simply this. Most of us have been in positions in our life where we have had to go into work and just take that moment of, okay, where you're unhappy going to work. It's happened to most of us at one point or another.
Sit in the car like 5 minutes before you got to go in.
Yep. It take an extra couple minutes to yourself, and you really have to mentally buckle up to get yourself ready for the day.
Got to go in here and bake it for 8 hours.
Again, you guys can throw out and talk about we're making this amount of money and all this stuff. No matter what that is, it doesn't take away from being human.
Everybody's job sucks at some point.
Yes.
No matter how good you think that job is perceived to be.
100%.
I want to be president of the United States. I bet you have days where it absolutely sucks.
Yep. 100%. No matter what the job is, at one point or another, you can be unhappy doing it. That sounds to me like a guy who is not happy going into work every day. I don't want to try to pick apart his mental state by any stretch.
I mean, the injuries that he's battled and the fact that, once again, he had an injury, he fought his butt off to get back, and it had to be deflating to be beating arguably the best team in the AFC, only to lose it at the end of the game because I threw 2 ducks.
It is, if you're Burrow right now, I think this is more about 2 years from now. In other words, meaning after next season, that he would try to really force his way out of Cincinnati. I think right now he is starting the process of putting them on notice for where they are. Now, they have capitulated to what he has wanted in bringing back both T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, and you could argue that they have done it to the detriment of their team by not giving that money to Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah.
But they could have done something with Trey Hendrickson, and they opted to not do that, and that is part of why they're in the situation that they're in right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to win one away. You don't usually pay 2 receivers that type of money, and you're paying your quarterback that type of money, and your left tackle that type of money. Your left tackle is going to be up for a contract in the next year or so. The allocation of funds, and usually the Cincinnati Bengals are a cheap organization. They didn't have a practice facility until Joe Burrow took him to the Super Bowl. I think they bought in, and he had so much power, but he has to blame himself a little bit as well for the lack of depth, like the fact that they can't retain Jesse Bates, that's still playing at a high level in Atlanta. that they couldn't keep the safety. I forgot the other safety that was there with him. He ended up playing for not Boyer or Poyer or somebody like that. It
wasn't Jordan Poyer.
It was who was the other guy that was playing with him in Buffalo? Anyway, they had two of the best safeties, two of the best everything. Logan Wilson they got rid of, right, because his role diminished. So that's on them. You know what I mean? That's on him, and that's what comes with it. Like, you can't complain about your teammates or the help that you have if you want to take all the money and then tell them to put all the money on the offensive side of the ball and understand it. There's three phases of this game.
Von Bell?
Yeah, Von Bell.
There you go. That's who you were thinking of.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I just Googled that, and it came up.
Yeah.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN, and on the ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app, also on the Facebook page, as well as many of your calls as we can get in. But I honestly don't believe it's possible to overpay for Burrow right now. If you told me, and I know this is nuts, I know you're going to say you're an idiot, but am I? Look at where they are and where they've been and how long they've been looking.
It's a vulnerability.
And it's over a 2-year period. If you told me it was 5 picks for Burrow, man, I'd really consider it. First-round picks for Burrow, I would really consider it.
I'm going to give you a couple first. We got to exchange some first for some seconds, for some of your seconds.
Okay. We'll talk about all that kind of stuff. But what I know is they haven't had the quarterback in forever, and if you're the Bengals and you're actually going to trade that guy away, man, you better be fleecing somebody else.
I would say we are the only team that's only had one good quarterback.
In your entire history, is that fair?
Yeah.
Only one?
I mean, you can say the Ravens only had Lamar as elite, but Joe Flacco was pretty decent.
No, but I'm more thinking about if the Jets had any other good quarterbacks.
No, I'm saying elite. Don't give me Chad Pennington because he wasn't healthy.
You're talking about elite. You're talking about having your franchise guy.
I'm talking Andrew Luck, Johnny Unitas, Peyton Manning.
What about the Browns?
I'm talking Brett Favre. I mean, hold up. They had Bernie Kosar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, the Browns.
That's about it. No. Although Brian Sipe won an MVP.
Right. What I'm saying is they had before the merger, they had decent quarterbacks before they left and became before they left when they had Bill Belichick and those guys, they bringing them back.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app, over on YouTube as well. Throw in the comments. We'll get them in the show, baby.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds, resilience matters, and history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers competing on one of the sport's most storied stages. Don't just watch greatness, experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
Hey, it's Michael Kay talking to you about my friends at PC Richard & Son. They're local, family-owned, and I trust them, and you can too. Right now, save on all holiday gifts for everyone on your list. And with their holiday price guarantee, your price is protected. If the price goes lower from now through December 24th, they will match it. You can't beat it. Plus, you get fast and free delivery. PC Richard & Son, the company you could trust for over 116 years. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
Discover a driving experience crafted to inspire. At Garden City Mazda, exceptional design and sophisticated performance come together. During the Mazda More to Move You sales event, lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5 for $229 a month for 33 months. Or the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for $239 a month for 33 months. Both with $49.95 due at signing. It's the Mazda More to Move You sales event at Garden City Mazda. At Garden City Mazda, expect the exceptional.
When equipment breaks down and operations come to a halt, every single second counts. So why is your maintenance team spending 60% of their time doing anything but turning wrenches? MaintainX is the AI-powered maintenance and asset management system that helps your team get back to actually fixing breakdowns. No more searching for manuals. No more hunting down parts. No more drowning in paperwork. With MaintainX, your team can access manuals from anywhere, create new procedures in minutes, and turn voice notes into clear and complete work order feedback. What used to take hours now only takes minutes. Keep your operations moving, not your paperwork. Join over 11,000 maintenance teams that are already fixing more and filing less. Try MaintainX for free today. Go to maintainx.com/AI. That's maintain and the letter x.com/AI.
This college football moment is brought to you by Serve Pro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on October 2nd, 1993, when the University of California faced a 30-0 halftime deficit to Oregon. Cal went on a remarkable 42-11 run in the second half to capture a 42-41 victory, one of the largest comebacks in college football history.
Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Getting more as a MyLowe's Pro Rewards member is easier than ever with the Lowe's app. Download it today and earn 500 points the first time you log in. Plus, your digital wallet helps you scan, save, earn, and access what you need to manage it all in one place. Download the Lowe's app and take advantage of your Pro benefits today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid 12/1/25 through 1/7/26. Offer valid for first login per organization only. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Additional restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for more details. Subject to change.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Come on out, Devin Williams. That's what we're going to do. You know, just plus that you said they gave Daniel Jones jersey straight to Phillip Rivers. We're going to get that song straight to Devin White.
We're 39. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. How about Mike in Long Island on ESPN New York? Mike, what's going on, brother? How are you?
What's up, man? If I don't talk to you guys again, happy holidays to you guys.
You too.
I had two trade proposals. Thank you. Two trade proposals. Who says no? The Giants trade the second overall pick, assuming they get the second overall pick, to the Pittsburgh Steelers for their first-round pick and Mike Tomlin, and the Jets trade 5 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks for Jamar Chase and Burrow.
Hell no, man.
No and no.
But hold on. Let me rethink the second one.
No.
Let me rethink the second one. All right, we good with that. I'm good with that because I'm gonna score more points than anybody. I can.
Are you good with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I mean, 5 first-round picks in 2 seconds.
Because you got money. Well, I don't even know how we might have to cut somebody because they make so much damn money.
I know.
We can't have 2. Just think, we'll have have 2 receivers that make more than T. Higgins and Jamar Chase because Garrett Wilson is one of the highest paid. So I don't even know if we can do that. We got the line. We ain't got to pay the offensive line.
We can figure it out.
How about you keep Jamar Chase? You just keep Jamar Chase and it'll be okay. Just give us Joe Burrow.
Deal with Burrow.
We'll give you 3. We'll give you 3 firsts and a second.
So the Giants trading the number 1 overall pick for the Steelers' first-round pick and Mike Tomlin. No, they're not going to do that. That's not
Mike Tomlin would go for a first-round draft pick, though.
You think so?
Didn't John Gruden go for a first-round draft pick?
But that's 20-some years ago, and that was Al Davis.
Yeah, but
I mean, that was Al Davis who was able to get a first-round pick out of Tampa for that. Come on.
This is Mara, though.
I don't think Michael cost a first-round pick because everybody knows where it's at in Pittsburgh. I think that's more like a third-round pick.
we talking. Are we sure that John Harbaugh is not going to be made available?
No, we're not.
Like he's been there. He's been there just as long as Mike Tomlin.
Yep.
And they basically have the same resume.
Yep.
Outside of the Ravens have missed the playoffs.
Yep. Kev on Amtrak or Amtrak Kev. I think
Amtrak Kids Ave. What's up, dog? I might need to get down there to be more.
What's up, Amtrak?
What up, man? I need to see you in B-More. You're right. Yo, listen, man, let's not give up all those picks for Burrow. Let's build a team. And how about this, Bart? Let's move off Tyrod, bring in Deshaun Watson, maybe in the third or fourth round.
I've been saying that.
These guys that didn't pan out in college this year.
I've been saying
and then
Deshaun.
see what happens with those guys like Daniel Jones and Kyler during the season next year.
I think Kyler's going to be available, especially if Arizona loses out. Arizona's going to be right there. If not, I mean, I tell you, I guarantee you they'll take Dante Moore.
Why does it always have to be trying and taking a flyer on guys and take a shot with this guy and maybe that guy? Why can't you just get the sure thing?
But I mean, to me, Kyler Murray, just because Kyler Murray ain't working on Arizona, Kyler Murray is still, in my opinion, a top 15 talented player in this league. Like, if you think Justin Fields, if you were optimistic about Justin,
he's much better than Justin Fields.
It ain't even close.
It's not close.
This dude is a legitimate passer of the football. He's just because he's little, his balls don't get batted down a lot, and he's a guy that is a nightmare when he's scrambling to throw the ball. He is a nightmare. I mean, and if he's going to be made available, and when everybody knows you're going to be made available, he's not going for a first-round draft pick. He might go for a third.
No,
especially if they got a first-round draft pick themselves. I mean, if they got a top 4 pick and they can get Dante Moore, they'll keep Jacoby Brissett as their starter and let Dante Moore sit for a year.
No, listen, they're not going to. I get what you're saying. He's going to go for a third, something like that.
They just want to dump some of the salary, and they'll even eat some dead money because if they get a rookie quarterback and they paying Jacoby Brissett, that might cost them combined $20 million a year. That's still saving 10, 20.
Third-round pick for
a third, bro. You got $1 million of them.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
You got $1 million picks. You got 5 firsts. You can move back somebody. You can trade. Man, you got so many things to do. You got so many extra picks. That means your third means nothing. You got 2 firsts and 2 seconds.
I'd have to be super.
I'm giving you a third. Who cares?
No, I understand, but I'm talking about Kyler Murray and having the faith that he's.
He's what?
I'm just tired of having to continue to take chances and see if he can become the guy here.
Is Kyler Murray 30 yet? He's not even. He can't be 30 yet.
I'm looking. I don't believe he is, but I'm looking.
28 years old. Dude is 28 years old.
I understand.
You talking about, we always get somebody to pass their prime and this and that. Come on, man. Come on, son. I'm taking that.
Not to mention.
I've been telling y'all, Kyler Murray.
Not to mention the injury problems. Okay, last year.
Who's our backup quarterback?
Yeah, that's your backup quarterback. Right now.
This is my backup.
He hasn't played an entire season outside of last year in the last 5. He played one entire season.
He hasn't played behind our offensive line.
Again, you keep pumping up this offensive line.
Bro, our offensive line is really, really good. The reason why it ain't good is because Justin Fields burped the baby half the damn time.
No, I get that. The 9 sacks doesn't have much to do with the offensive line. At least 7 of those had to do with that.
Membu in the next 2 years will be the best right tackle in football as soon as Lane Johnson retires. He's going to be right there.
We are really reaching here, are we not?
Membu is going to be right there with Penei Sewell.
Wow.
Membu is special. Not to talk about on the other side, Fashanu is good. He reminds me of the Brickershaw. But on the right side, Membu is better than Fashanu.
Boy, you are pumping this group up.
He is physical as hell. I'm telling you, if they didn't have such bad quarterback play, they would be elite.
Felix in the Bronx. Felix, what's going on?
Oh, fix it, Felix.
Hey, guys.
Good afternoon, man. You know what? You forgot a troll. His name is Tekashi69. You should put him on your list. But I wanted to talk about the Shedeur Sanders obsession in Cleveland and the comment that Hahn made. He was wondering, like, what's the obsession? And I feel like there's a potential for greatness to happen with Shedeur in Cleveland. The Browns are starving. The people are starving for something out there with the Browns franchise. I'm a lifelong Steelers fan. I'm watching what Shedeur is doing, and I'm afraid. Now, what LeBron James did for the Cleveland Cavaliers, Shedeur has the potential to go down in football history by accomplishing something, and that's maybe even getting them to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make that comment.
Yeah, he's super cheap. He's super cheap for right now, too, so they can build around him. They got to get somebody other than Jerry Jeudy. I love Fannin. I thought the Cleveland Browns had one of the best drafts of anybody. They're getting contributions from everybody. The linebacker is leading all rookies in tackles. Fannin is balling out. They're going to let Njoku go.
I can't see a scenario, though. If he's playing well, they're not trading him. They're not. Even if the coach doesn't like him, they're not trading him.
That don't mean they're not going to use a first-round draft pick if Dante Moore is there, and if you're really high, knowing that you'll have the Dante Moore, Shedeur Sanders, and Deshaun Watson next year, because nobody's going to take that contract unless they eat some of that money. So you're going to have three guys there. So maybe Shedeur is your starter, but then they're going to be developing Dante Moore. So Shedeur's going to be like, man, that'll be his second year. They only own his rights for 4.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. Up next, Jake Asman in for Michael K. on ESPN New York.
You said Asman.
I was around some academics recently.
If he dies, he dies.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will